unless they're jealous for.
Hello, 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 hello. Let's do this. Let us do this. Good morning, Entertainment Daily lovers. So STONII decided to do this quiet late night stream where she had to continue with the series of KORRA, and also she's also joining the Dawn and Justin's Nonsense new production. Yeah, where they pretend to be kings and all of the whole 9 yards. So we're going to listen to what STONII said. It's a long live stream, and I think she said some things at the beginning I didn't watch through, but I said, okay, let me bring it here. Remember, STONII had traveled back home to go see her father that had a surgery. According to her, she posted those photos, of her father in the hospital and her family. She dancing with her mom at home, talking about how nice. One would expect that she coming back to California will be focusing straight on your music, whatever you got going on, with your music. That's what you're going to do, but that's not STONII. So please like the live stream if you're just coming in, and we keep talking about how when you look at where this thing is going, you will know that this was never about coming out to talk about how bad KORRA was to them. Because if you have a friend that is bad and behaving certain type of way, you can just quickly distance yourself from that person. Friendship is not by force. If you feel like you're being used by a friend, you can easily distance yourself from that friend. So
Friendship is not by.
okay, so all of what she said does not really make sense. It just boils down to, let's tarnish this woman's image, let's paint her bad. It's almost like they sat down and had a meeting with Justin before they even started their friendship with KORRA. That's how this whole thing is beginning to look like, because for you people to start series and several live streams and you're still going just repeating the same thing about how bad and manipulative and how much of a user this person is. If at your old age somebody is still using you, it isn't, you have to blame yourself also, because walk away from a situation that is not favoring you. You're in a situation that is not good, remove yourself from it. Friendship, move. That's it. Or you slowly remove yourself from the situation. So I'll take this back. I think she started talking somewhere from hold on.
Yes, Charlene says let's ask some questions. I'm open for questions. I figured today's live.
About 3 minutes or so.
Mic. Sorry, it's the blanket. Okay, this is better.
Let me know if you can hear. She talks like
I figured for this live we could do a
lizard.
mix of story times, and also a Q&A. And if the chat gets a little quiet, then we can can go back to story times. Especially because my other live stream was deleted, so I'll give a little backstory in a couple minutes. So do the abridged version for you all. Someone said, "Was your old bestie?" No, I don't even know. I don't even want to like. We need a code word, because the Koreans have a code word for me, so I think we should use a code word, guys.
So look at her excuse for using a code word for KORRA, that the Koreans have a code word for her. Like, I don't understand. This is the same thing people do to May Ledoche. People will just, May supporters did this, so we're going to insult May. May supporters did KORRA send anybody to go and say anything? Or if somebody calls you a name while the person is defending KORRA, why don't you go and call that particular person or person's names also? But no, you take it to the person that did not open their mouth to say anything about you. Oh, the Koreans said A, I will say B to KORRA because the Koreans did this. The same thing Frida too is doing. Every time you people say a word, I will say it back to you people's mama. I will say it back to you people's mama. Are you out of your mind? Adults are doing things and then you go and be insulting somebody that did not even mention your name. KORRA is there promoting her music, talking about what she's up to and everything else. These ones are here creating drama, Justin is acting like Boo Boo the fool over there. Uh, Don is doing his own, recruiting Stoney into their nonsense program. Yo, and then Stoney, her live streams is all about talking about KORRA and bashing and shading.
I'm gonna call her Miss Nam. I love saying that. Was Miss Nam a good cook? I actually liked Miss Nam not cooking when she came over. I thought that was a very kind gesture. Yeah.
Imagine the questions people are asking.
I love expressions of kindness, expressions of gratitude. I mean, obviously, when you find out someone's true intentions about you later on and that they were never really a friend, then yeah, it can be kind of tough to like fully just accept the kindness of just the kindness. But even now, like thinking back, yeah, I'm not gonna lie and say that like I didn't enjoy the food. If every now and then she cooked for us, that was cool. We cooked for her, that was cool. But yeah, I just don't think that
it's really annoying when people talk like mosquitoes.
But yeah, I'll give it to her. I like the jollof. I thought the jollof was good. What happened at the grocery store? Oh, let me go see. Go scroll up. Sorry, it came up. Good evening, Stoney. Hi, Mia. Nice to see you. Diane says, glad your father's doing well. Yes, he's in a lot of pain still, but he's healing up. He's being taken care of, and his doggy's treating him really nice too, being more gentle because his dog's normally crazy. But thank you guys for asking and for all the prayers and everything. I swear it's been helping. But yeah, Audrey asked what happened after the grocery store when she left and she wanted someone to pay for her stuff. So typically, and I will give this to Don. Don is very much a gentleman, and he loves like paying for people. He loves taking care of people, especially women, especially his like female friends. So whenever we all would go grocery shopping, it was just like it was just his provider instinct, I guess. His he's just a great dude. So he would pay for everything, and it was never really a conversation about like it was never a conversation of like, can you please do this for us? Like he just always would take out his card and just pay.
I find it very funny that they will even bring up something like this. Okay, you felt like KORRA was taking advantage of people because Don was allegedly paying for when you people go for grocery shopping all together. Don was paying because he felt like, oh, he's the man and you people are his female friends, so he should just do it. And then at some point you felt like KORRA was taking advantage of sometimes not bringing her wallet, not bringing money. This is what they are alleged, okay? And they've not mentioned the things that she has done for them, but they are mentioning the things that they did for her. How difficult is it for you to just point out to your friend that you notice that whenever you people go out for grocery shopping, this friend will just somehow mysteriously forget their wallet? It's simple. If somebody is your friend, you should be able to talk to the person. It doesn't matter how uncomfortable the topic might be, you still have to talk about it. That's life. That's why you people are friends. You can just jokingly throw it there, and that person, any smart person, will pick on it, like, oh, okay, this person is not finding it funny and you're not bringing your wallet anytime you people are going shopping. But no, they didn't say anything, waited for them to all have issues, and then come online to tell the story.
Particular day that I think you're referencing, I think that was the day where like I was kind of fed up and y'all could tell. Because obviously now y'all know, like now we not being, politically correct. Like now we actually talking. I told you this is the girl talk, this is the tea talk, so I'll just be for real. I'm pretty sure if we're talking about the same live stream, it was a day that I was already fed up and some things that happened in that week that were pissing me off about this person's behavior. And I didn't even feel like going live that day. I didn't feel like
okay, so this person did something that was already pissing you off that week. You didn't mention, you didn't say anything, you were just carrying your face. Somehow the person was magically supposed to know. that the person did something that is pissing you off. If you don't point out what somebody did to you that's making you angry, there's a difference between you pointing it out and the person playing down on what you're saying, or not acknowledging and not apologizing, and changes are not being made, than you holding in whatever. Sometimes things might happen that you might feel offended. The person or group of people that did it might not even see the way you're seeing it. So when you point it out and express to the person that, look, this is how I felt about what XYZ that happened, the person like, oh, okay, they're able to explain themselves or at least apologize, and making sure that that won't happen again in the future. But when you don't mention it, they feel like it's okay by you, and it's going to continue to happen. So what is the thing that you and Don was so afraid of that you people could not point out to KORRA, that certain behaviors, according to you, was not okay by you people, but you feel okay now that your deal went south, to come out and start telling the story? Why are we now focusing so much on the bad character of KORRA than how she stole your music? It's not making any sense.
Playing up for the camera, which is weird to say the cameras because it's a phone. Like, I'm not used to that, but yeah. So there was other shit going on. I was annoyed. Don was annoyed. And then like in the midst of that, like we're trying to be nice, we're trying to like be personable on camera for y'all. And then it came down to like getting like more food. And oh, that's what it was too. People were waiting for us at the apartment. We had a session. I think it was a session or a shoot day planned with another artist, and Emma was also coming over, a photographer. So there were people waiting for us here. And I just hate keeping people waiting. Like sometimes I can be a little late, like sometimes I'll be slow getting ready, but I hate the idea of like purposefully leaving people waiting. So I was trying to say, like on live stream, like, you know, being subtle about it, I was trying to be like, hey, you know, like this is fun and all, but there are people waiting at Don's apartment and I feel bad. Like we scheduled this for a certain time, and the only reason we're going out is because you want to go out. You asked us to go to the store because you were hungry. And of course, Don and I were like, let's go, let's get some snacks, let's bring snacks back for the crew. And it just became this whole debacle of like just being fun on live. And it's like, no, like I'd rather go. So, and again, we were already fed up from other shit that we had talks about in private. So then she was like, oh, Don, aren't you going to pay, or something like that. Like something that it didn't feel like much of a question. It felt like more of like, I'm so used to you doing this, I now like expect this. And the thing about people that are really nice, that are very generous, the quickest way to make someone regret their generosity is to make it feel like an expected thing, or something that you're not grateful for, or something that you're like, oh, well, you always do this, so keep doing it for me. Like, that's one thing about me, is I am very grateful. I very much, just because you're doing the kindness for me doesn't mean that I expect you to do that all the time. So that, I think that just like set him off. But he was very good at, again, like we're all very, like I don't think I have the best poker face on the planet. But oh, thank you for the stars. That was so cute. Look, cheers. I'm gonna cheer. Oh, I got rid of the cat face. I'm sorry. But y'all are sweet. Thank you. But if that's the day that you're talking about, I'm pretty sure that's what you're talking about. Yeah, that's what was happening.
So as big as Don is, and as exposed and as quick to call somebody else, oh, they're from third world country, you that claim to come from first world country, you can express yourself. If you feel like somebody is taking advantage of you, because from what STONII is explaining, it's almost like mysteriously KORRA's money and wallet is always missing anytime they have to go for group shopping, right? They're going out for grocery shopping all together. KORRA will not come with cash. So Don pays for both KORRA and STONII. So on this particular day, KORRA wanted snacks and they decided they were going to go grab snacks. KORRA started live streaming, wasting their time. You could point that out straight up. Look, we have people, we're going to just dash down to the supermarket or the store, grab what we're going to grab, and we're going to get back home. Because you know that I have people at home, I have to work. Right? That's one. Two, you go to the grocery store or whatever you people call it, and she picked whatever she wanted to pick. I want to believe they too, they picked something, because STONII's talking about let's get snacks and bring snacks back to the crew. Okay, so I'm thinking Don already paid for what he picked and what maybe him and Stoney picked, and KORRA is asking, are you not going to pay? Like for hers. Isn't it simple thing to just point it out that to KORRA, no, I'm not going to pay. Or if you don't have cash, I'm going to pay, but when we get back home, you have to reimburse me. Simple, with a straight face. Because you're alleging that this is the behavior of this person. When somebody is behaving bad and the person is supposed to be your friend, you have to point it out. It doesn't matter if they like it. If it ends the friendship, it ends. Friendship is not a do or die affair. Even with your family members, even with your siblings, sometimes you people will exchange words, sometimes battles, like it happens. You don't always have to agree with everything that everyone is saying. So when KORRA, according to Stoney, that it didn't even look like KORRA was pleading or begging, asking for a favor. KORRA was just asking him as if it was his duty to pay for her groceries. Tell her I'm not paying. I'm not paying. She's gonna ask you why. Tell her, but well, you want us to talk about this? We can talk about this when we're out of the store, but I'm not paying. But if you don't have cash, I'll pay. We get home, you give me back my money. And then when you people get in the car, you tell her, look, I noticed that anytime we all go out together to shop, you don't ever come with your money. But we see you on live streams going to the street markets, to the whatever markets to go, and we see you going there alone by yourself, and you're coming back with full order. So it means you have money to buy things for yourself. So I feel like I'm being taken advantage of, where we will all go out and I get to pay for everything, and you people have never offered to pay for me. This is what you expect your friend to, then she's going to, okay. If the person is truly your friend, that's where you will know. All of these things that happened that they did not point out when they were all together showed that you already were discussing it when the person was not there. That person was not your friend. If somebody will offend you or make you feel bad, you go and be talking to another of your friend and not in front of the person, gossiping the person, then it means that you really don't see that person as a friend. Because if you see that person as a friend, you will point it out and the person will take correction. It's that simple. And if the person won't, cut them off. Let it be professional. You people are recording, let her come to the studio. After studio, let her go home. All of you go home, do your thing also. Welcome, Margaret. You're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. Margaret said KORRA cooked food every day for them. What they're talking about. She casually mentioned that Stoney casually mentioned, so somebody asked her if KORRA's food was tasty. And she said she liked the food. She referenced the jollof rice. She said she liked it. She said they also cooked for KORRA. They will never tell you the full story, because if you want to talk about how you did her a favor, now it's no longer about the music, then you should actually lay everything down, right? We did this for her, she did this for us, we did this for her. But no, it's all about what they did for her, and how ungrateful she is, or how ungrateful she was. Do you get? It just goes to show that the story is not adding up, because it cannot be all one-sided. And if it was all one-sided, why were you people still maintaining that friendship? What was that for? Because you can actually work with somebody and you people are not friends. You cannot tell me that all the producers and all the people they are producing for their friends. No, you're coming in, it is called work. Okay? It is called work. You can make your jokes in the studio when you're chilling or getting ready before you start doing voicing or checking sounds. And yeah, you people can make jokes and laugh and want to, but you come with what you're going to eat. I have mine. We do our work. We're done. You go home. I mind my business. You don't have to be friends. So it doesn't make sense. Margaret said they have nothing to talk about. She's just jealous. No, she feels like it's the other way around. That is KORRA that is jealous of her.
And I was annoyed, and he was annoyed, but we shoved it under the rug like we normally do.
You shoved it under the rug.
Decided,
You were never
hey,
her friend.
peace, let's go back, let's have a good time. There are people waiting on us. Sorry, don't mind my coffee tongue. I know that. But, okay, Gilly says, is it Gilly or Gilly? What is your code word Not code word like as if people don't know what we're talking about, but just to kind of be politically correct, I'm just gonna call her Miss Ma'am and keep it at that. Keep it cute, keep it sweet, keep it classy. So yeah, that's what happened that day. I was annoyed. I don't like that kind of like entitled behavior, and that became a very as a theme of our friendship, as I later found out. You're a good person, Stoney. I'm sorry she took advantage. She does that to everyone, including fans. I mean, I've had quite a few people reach out and tell me that I'm not crazy and, that they've been attacked by said cyber mob before. So I'm disappointed but not surprised. And like I said before, people come into your life for a reason in a season. And I think this was a big pivotal lesson for me, a big learning curve for me as both an artist and as a person, as a woman. That not everybody is your friend, not everybody has your best interest at heart. Not everybody that presents one way is actually that way, especially when the cameras aren't rolling. Not everybody with influence should have it. Not everybody with influence has it for good reasons either. So yeah, definitely I'm reaching a place where I need to be far more selective about the people that I let close to me and far more selective about the people that I publicly support, publicly defend vehemently. And yeah, give that much of my time and my talent, my energy, and my goodwill to. So, okay, let me scroll down in the chat. I know I'm slow at reading comments. I'm sorry. Charlene says you're.
This is so funny. She said she's being more selective of people she calls friends. Please, yeah, pardon me, my voice sounds crooked because I got a cold, man. If you've been listening to me, I've talked about this cold, and it's 1st of April. We had a serious Sahara desert dust here in this country. Like the islands were covered, several islands were looking like orange, red, orange, brown, like serious Sahara desert dust overtook majority of the Greek islands. If you check in the news, you will see the photos. So, hence I couldn't come live yesterday and the day before. But anyway, I'm just saying this to say I can't even laugh. My head hurts, my throat, my nose, everything. Like, Stoney is so stupid. She's so foolish. So, is this not, if KORRA is that bad, is this not actually jumping from frying pan to fire? You left KORRA and made Justin your friend. And Justin is the one you and Don is now defending. But you had a very terrible, what is he called? Encounter with KORRA. And you think her ex-husband is better. Yo, these two are delusional.
This reminds me of Janae Aiko, so soothing. I love Janae Aiko! What a compliment! How sweet of you! Hi, Stoney, I'm glad I found you. Hi, Ruth! Fun fact, my middle name is actually Ruth. My middle name was named after my great-grandma, Grandma Ruth. On my dad's side, she was like the matriarch of the family. And sadly enough, she passed away, I think like 10 days before I was born. And I was born on May 5th. So yeah, she passed away without ever meeting me as a baby. And to honor her, they gave me her first name as my middle name. So yeah, Ruth, we share a name. Don won't tell us about the bull riding. Okay, the bull, look, we getting into it today. I love this because I've been seeing so many lies about me. I'm like, look, let's just have tea time. Let's have girl time, girl talk. Like as if y'all are my besties and we're at a sleepover and we're just talking, catching up. So, hi, Stoney. How are you this evening? I'm good, Lauren.
The only person or persons that lies is actually Don and Stoney.
Okay. So,
she's been hearing a lot of lies about her.
Again,
she's so boring that nobody cares.
Y'all. I was gonna
only when she talks about KORRA.
I don't know if I'm still gonna go back and do like the part 1 thing, part 2 thing, because I feel like my Stoniacs heard my truth, and y'all know.
Yeah, she wants to go back and talk.
It's like y'all already know what's going on. It's literally the funny part about.
She wants to. The story wants to make it sound like, oh my goodness, I probably will go back and do a recap, and maybe you're gonna talk about some of this because they deleted. Look, Facebook did announce even this they said some of the old videos will not longer be there. You're either downloading them, uploading them as whatever, or after a while, those streams will be deleted. So I think it's after 30 days or so, you know, uh now she wants to, you know why she's doing this? So she keeps this conversation going. Remember, that's how Freda also grew her channel to is it about 1 million or so? I think so. Very dormant Facebook channel. I'm telling you, very dormant. You cannot have 1 million following and you make a post and you're still getting 10, 12, like people that have 500 or 200. In fact, some people that even have 500 or 200 following on Facebook still get more comments and interaction compared to Freda, because she built her channel on hate and on nonsense behavior. And that's the same thing STONII is doing. Imagine STONII going home to visit her parents and coming back, and this is how she starts, and she's supposed to be an artist. Do you know the kind of work, mostly upcoming, as an upcoming, you have to put in the work? It's not even a joke. Even the artists that they've been there for forever, they don't play with their work. They don't play. When it's time to work, it's time to work. How many times have you seen people like Beyonce coming online looking for who they're going to talk to? All the time they're thinking about their music. They're thinking about their this thing. Look at Beyonce's tour that she did. Do you know how much preparation must have gone into that tour before it was successful? Do you think she goes around gossiping with everybody that she can find online? The fact that STONII cannot see that Don and Justin is taking advantage, because at the end of the day, Don is a failed artist. That's what we know, because Don started by singing. He didn't go very well. He's now a producer. You know, people will always come there to do some work with him. So at the end of the day, good or bad, you don't know until you work with him. That's when you would know. So something will still come. But you as an artist, you are ruining. Who wants to work with you? After working with you, they will now be thinking that the next thing that will happen is you sitting on Facebook and telling on them or talking about them after they collaborate with you. You're just a hot mess, man. STONII is a hot mess, I'm telling you.
This whole situation is that people were clocking it before I ever said anything, because I was quiet for months. Like, I just was like, let me keep it classy, let me keep it cute, keep her name out my mouth for months. And then she, look, put her out of my mouth, okay? Yeah. But yeah, so, okay, bull riding incident. That week was the basketball event week.
Did you notice how she wanted to say, oh, let me keep her name out of my mouth, and then she didn't complete what she wanted to say, because she wanted to say that, and then KORRA started talking about them. That's the narrative that they put out there, that KORRA was actually the one that started talking about them. These two are really crazy. This is what Justin told them to say. They are actually following the script of Justin. I'm telling you, these people are following the script of Justin. Margaret said the first day she entered KORRA's beautiful home, her eyes all over. All of them wanted to be like KORRA. They wanted big house and things, but she forgot it came with hard work, not overnight. Exactly. Exactly. KORRA has been on her game for a very long time. And you're just going to be, as an artist that is starting out, or even as a content creator, you're just gonna be dreaming if you really think that you're just gonna jump on Facebook today and the next day you already have 10 million or 12 million following. You have the support that KORRA has. You have the fan base that she has. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. You just step by step. Yes, there are people that drop certain content and it blows up, and yeah, but then if that's what you want, then you have to focus on making good music. There are people that drop just like one song, and that song was so good, it went viral, it went everywhere, and everybody was singing it. Everybody was okay. If you have that kind of moment, it can actually drive a lot of people to you. For example, this Jerusalem, that song went far everywhere. Everybody was singing it, dancing to it. So if you want that fast growth, okay, we can understand if those are people start following you because of that one good song. Another one was the song by Rema. Rema's song, everybody everywhere streaming everywhere. Baby calm down, baby calm down. So focus on your craft, master that craft, be good at what you do, then hope that you drop one track that breaks the record worldwide. And then you grow on your social media platforms, you start getting deals, brand deals. We're talking about good stuff. Instead, STONII is online gossiping about her fellow artists and things that they did in private. Like, who cares that you people went grocery shopping and somebody else paid? Did they force you? Did she put gun to Don's head to pay for her?
Celebrity basketball event.
Why did you people ask her, you're not going to pay for us for once?
Well, actually, no, we didn't get invited to it. Don got us into it from his friend, his connection. And I don't know if he's an organizer of the event. He's someone like very important with the event. Very nice guy.
One thing you will notice throughout the story that Don and STONII is telling, they always try to water down on all KORRA's effort. Listen to this explanation she's going to give to how she talks about, oh, we had an event, Don got us into, even when she spoke about the bull ride, the same thing. If you people knew that you already had a VIP ticket to go in for the event, why did you people even bother doing the bull ride? That was like a competition to get a ticket, to get a VIP ticket and stuff like that. You should have done that. Leave it for people that really wanted to get that VIP ticket desperately. You understand? Because you people already secured your spot. You're not making any sense. You secured your spot already, and then you went and started riding bulls. And then turning around to say, oh, it was embarrassing. My bull ride went successfully. But they were trying to embarrass Homegirl. They were trying to embarrass KORRA. Yo. Whew. Christian, you're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you so much for joining. As I said, they visited KORRA in her home. Let me see. Okay, there, this is covering it. The day they visited KORRA in her home, the envy began too. That's what a lot of people are saying. But you cannot just expect, you have to listen and hear somebody's story. That you see somebody achieving whatever they've achieved. The first thing you do is ask the question. How long have you been in this game? How long have you been doing this hustle? If that's the path that you're willing to toe, you have to ask questions. You see a businessman, that's the type of business, you real estate, for example, you want to do, you don't go envying the person. You ask the person, this real estate business you're doing, you try to know, you try to learn, you try to find out how long did it take the person to start enjoying what the person is now enjoying. You just don't go into somebody's house, you see what the person have, you see they're gifting the person stars all the time, and you think you too immediately you just jump in and they're gonna give you people will come and start doing star party for you. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. These people have been following KORRA for a long time. They love KORRA for a reason that you have to go and ask them, and they have to tell you. That's why they feel comfortable enough to dip their hand in their pocket and start giving her stars. So you too, you go and build your own, build a good fan base, and when you get there, they will gift you. Life is not a competition. You don't have to compete with anybody. And it is never too late. Whenever you start, okay, you've started. That person you're envying, the KORRA too. If you would ask her, she would tell you when she had 1 subscriber, 10 subscribers. She will remember when she hit her first 100, 200, 1,000. She remembers all of that, and she can tell you the work. And if you know KORRA, one thing KORRA will tell you that it's not easy going live all the time. If you're a content creator, you totally understand. Sometimes you're not even in the mood. Sometimes you're not feeling good. But you have to put in the work if you're willing to, grow this as something. Although a lot of people don't see social media as work, but it is, they sound very jealous because you cannot just continue to water down on somebody's effort. Every time they explain what they did for her, it's big thing. It's a big deal. When it's time for them to tell you what KORRA did for them, it was nothing, because they already secured the position. They already secured this. They already secured that. Then why do you even have to allow the person to go through the stress of it? Means you're wicked. I don't like those kind of people. So you know that we don't need to go from here to there to go and hustle for something. We can stay here and make a call, for example, and then you make me to follow you all the way to that place. We go and maybe stand under the rain, under the sun, go through all that hustle to get it, and only for you to tell me, oh, we had already secured it. I wanted us to just go there. Now slap I could give you. I don't understand. Time is money. What do you mean? Yeah, pardon me, my voice cold, kind of cold. Okay, so it's really high up there. My nose is blocked and everything, so my voice might sound crooked. Pardon me, please.
Absolutely adore him. So we gotta link with him about the merge situation against him too. So shout out to Lottie. But yeah, so Don got us there. Essentially, he reached out and was like, "Hey, you know, I have this artist STONII, and so I'm trying to build her profile, like just get her outside, like have her meet people because she's such a great personality, you know, industry friends, and just like be, you know, outside of these events because that's part of the game. That's part of, you know, being in this industry. And I'm very new. I'm very, you know, young in this industry. I'm not super young in terms of being in music because people, you know, there are people that are like 13, 14, 15 and they get started in music. So I'm actually like quote unquote starting late technically, but in terms of the industry wise, like I've only really been going for this hard for like a year and a half. So even just seeing you guys here right now is baffling to me because it's so early in my journey and I have this support. So thank you. So yeah, so we go, and again, I'm sorry, I'm so long-winded. We go to this event and I think that day we went together, if I'm not mistaken. We took the same car. I think she came to the house and we carpooled to help save gas, not to worry about parking, not be a woman walking at night, you know, trying to find a place. So we all just carpooled, listened to music on the way, listened to her music on the way to gas her up, boost her up, be supportive, you know, that sort of thing. We get there and immediately, like, because it like tensions had kind of been building behind the scenes for a minute where I was kind of like, yo, I feel like she doesn't actually like me. Like, I feel like this woman is like playing games with me and really just wants to, you know, really finds more value in you, Donsky. Because I, like, as a woman, you could kind of feel like when the women around you are like faking the funk and don't really like to see you shine, don't really like to, like, your brightness is cool and all when it works for them, but then if there's any distraction off of them for a moment, they, you know, feel a type of way. So that was kind of the vibe I was getting that day. And I just kept chalking it up to my ego. I kept chalking it up to me overthinking, me being like, hey, you never know, like, you're not in this person's head, like, don't assume, like, just benefit of the doubt. That's like my middle name is like benefit of the doubt. But the goal thing,
you see, when you have this mindset, you already have an issue. Okay, you have a huge issue. Do you get? You know, I'll give you an example of something. So I was talking to someone and the person said, oh, look, I want to do this, I want to do that. But it's very similar to what you're also doing. And I don't want to do it because I don't want it to look like we're in competition. And I'm like, wait a minute. So if you were not somebody I know, wouldn't you do this? Would you feel like it is a competition because I started doing it before you want to do it? And I said, don't think that way. You want to do it, do it. If you have any questions to ask me about how I started and everything, I will answer you and I will explain. And the person's eyes was just trying to say, you really gonna? I said, the sky is big enough for everybody. Your vibe and my vibe will never be the same, even though we were given birth to by the same parent. We still don't have exactly the same character. We still don't have exactly the same way of presentation. The way I present is not the way my sisters will present things. Do you understand? It's not the way my brothers will present things. The way I would handle certain situations and my siblings is not the same. So why would I feel like, okay, because a friend of mine, for example, said, oh, I want to create a channel and I also want to do this entertainment gist. I'm like, it's going to be similar with what I'm doing. Come on, man. The sky is big enough for everybody. People that are going to like how I present, going to like how I present. People that will like how you present is going to like how you present. It is not a competition between me and you. And most definitely, in every way that I can support you, I will support you, because I'm not in competition with anyone. Because I know that people that are for me are people that are for me. Any day, anytime. When they hear my voice, when they see my, they're like, oh, we like this person. We're going there. So when STONII is feeling like, oh, I feel like she doesn't like me, I feel like she feel like I'm outshining. When you're already thinking this way without even confirming that this person is jealous of you, it means you have an issue. You'll always kind of in a competition with people that are probably not even thinking toward that direction, because you have that negative thought in your brain. STONII, it is all in your mind. Change your mindset. I don't get. We have Beyonce. We have what is he called? All these other artists. I can't even start naming them. Mariah Carey and all of them. Let Whitney Houston, Michael Jackson. They all sing. Did they say, oh, the other person should not sing because this other person? They all sing. They are all unique. They all have their unique fan base. So what? They cannot all be in the same room. Denzel Washington cannot be in the same room with Samuel L. Jackson because they're both actors and they're both black. Yo, it is in your mind. It is in your mind. What is the competition? Instead of you to collaborate, people are collaborating, doing music together. Some people travel from far to go and collaborate with people. You're there sitting next to your own fellow African, and you feel like she feels that you're overshining. She did not mention it. You just thought about it. STONII, you really have to change your mindset.
See the bull, and I'm like, yo, we should do that. That looks like so much fun. She's like, okay, bet, let's do it. And the guys explain the game. And the whole point that for their live stream, for what they were doing, their content strategy was like this idea of like, oh, you get VIP tickets to tomorrow if you win the bull ride. And if you last for, I think it was like a minute or 2 minutes or something. We're like, hey, we love a challenge. Let's go. Okay, let's get it. But obviously there's an operator. So the operator is controlling the bull. So it's not like the bull is just an automatic machine. It's somebody that is physically maneuvering it. So if they're obviously just rigged, if they're trying to make you win, they let you last longer. If they're trying to, make you look a certain way at certain angles and make certain things gyrate because there's a ring of men standing around the bull watching and this looks great for their cameras, then that's what they're doing. And that's what happened. So yeah, my bull ride went very differently, and that's no tea, no shade, that's no judgment. It's just I would have let go and fallen off because I don't like being disrespected.
Let me pause this here. So it's a bull ride. We all know what a bull ride is. Have you all noticed how STONII will always compare something that she and KORRA did, and how she would always tell you that she handled it a little bit better? She think, what do you mean by, oh, my bull ride went smoothly and they were making certain parts gyrate? You're riding a bull, your body, your booty, your boobs, everything is gonna gyrate. It's a bull ride. It's like riding a horse and not going up and down, boom, 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 boom. What the heck are you talking about? You knew what a bull ride was before you both agreed to do the bull ride. You feel that your own bull ride went perfectly. If we would ask other people that were there watching the both of you, they might actually have a different opinion. So why are you always comparing what you're doing to what she's doing? She didn't even think, from what you explained, she wasn't even thinking about what you were thinking, because even you said it by yourself that when you showed her the video, she said it's cool, it's fun. She didn't see anything wrong with the video. But you, in your mind already, they were trying to embarrass her, they were trying to make this, they were trying to make that, you were just trying to put all kind of negative thing about a simple bull ride. You don't want to ride the bull, you don't ride the bull. But before you ride the bull, you already know what it is.
In that way, that's just not me. But so I kind of like that kind of, it pissed me off because I think I went first, if I'm not mistaken. So on the one hand, I'm pissed because I'm thinking like, yo, y'all are doing my homegirl dirty like this. Like I'm recording it, I'm playing along, but I'm like, yo, men are disgusting. Like that's what's going through my head. Is like, damn, like the lack of respect right now is crazy because y'all know damn well that's not how y'all was operating the bull when I was on it. So I'm about to go into like protective girlhood mode. But then I give her the video. I show her the video. She loves it. She's like, oh, this is great. I'm like, oh, well, if you're comfortable with it, then like, why would I be pressed? Why would I, take it any type of way? So pop out, like, you look good. You look good. Like, pop out, queen. I just thought they were being rude. I thought the men operating the bull and the men, like, not the guys recording, like, not the hosts that were recording. They were very respectful, very kind. But there were people ogling because it was an event, and it was, there were LA people, and they put on a show. So that's what happened. I had the mismatched socks and everything, and I was like, well, she definitely killed the bull ride more than I did. Cool. But yeah, that was that. And then the next night we came back, there was this VIP ticket situation. I think that's what you're referring to as well. So she won the VIP ticket, right? When we had tickets for the next day anyway, like y'all didn't know that because we didn't announce that, but like it was a gimmick. Like the whole win a ticket was a cute like gimmick to get people to ride the bull. So like we'd already been secured our.
Do you see what I mean? So you people already secured the spot, but you allowed her to go and ride the bull, fooling herself, thinking that she's trying to, like, genuinely wanting to win that VIP ticket. So the three of you can get a VIP treatment. She went there according to you because you said sometimes you felt like you wanted to defend her. You wanted to do. It shows how evil Stonii and Dawn are. If you had already secured a VIP ticket, why did you people had to go and ride the bull when you know that they said, oh, anybody that rides the bull and doesn't fall off on a certain time would get a VIP ticket? If you already have a VIP ticket, why not leave that spot open for other people that really want to win a VIP ticket? Two things: you're a very selfish person that you go and cover a space that somebody else could have used. Secondly, you made your friend, your so-called friend, then to fool herself, thinking that she was really fighting to gain a good spot for you, for all three of you. So if you think that your explanation is making her look bad and silly, it makes you two idiots to look evil. Every effort she puts in, you and Dawn waters it down when you try to explain what happened in you people's relationship that went south. You people will constantly water down KORRA's effort. Always.
Because of Lottie, but she posted, hey, I got us into this event and I got us VIP tickets for tomorrow. And I'm like, okay, run your movie. Like, it really, I don't care that much. I don't care about, people knowing the reason why we're at a certain event. Like, I don't know. Some things don't matter to me as much. So Dawn and I were like, yo, she fully is stripper. Like, she's lying. She's so.
How is she lying? Both of you are evil, manipulative idiots. You people you explained it. You went to a place that's supposed to do a kind of competition to get a VIP ticket. You people did not inform her that you already had a VIP ticket. You people said, okay, they said stay on the bull for 2 minutes or so. If you don't fall off, you win a VIP ticket. You didn't get it. Donna didn't get it. She stayed as long as and won the ticket. Because you people did not tell her that you have, if we're to believe the lies you're telling. Because you people did not tell her that you've already secured the spot, that this is just a gimmick or something, just as you called it. She believes that she won the ticket for you people to get in there. So she's allowed to post it because she talks about almost everything about her life. Anything about her music, entertainment, where she's traveling to. She talks about these kind of things. So it's not even strange that she will post that she got a VIP ticket for you people to go somewhere. Those are the kind of things that KORRA would post. So people will not be surprised to see such posts. So why are you both sitting down somewhere and laughing at her back? Like, oh, she's so full of herself. She's lying. She didn't get us a ticket. We got it ourselves. She got you people the VIP ticket. Because you did not tell her that you had secured anything. And there's no evidence to prove that you and Don actually secured anything. So for you both to always laugh behind her back showed the kind of evil mindset the both of you had. You people really thought you saw somebody that you could manipulate and use. Even with your posts on Facebook where you're posting about you being in school, your graduation, and you're like, kids, stay in school. I guess Justin has sold you the idea that KORRA is so foolish. Because that's the idea he sells. I guess STONII does not know that KORRA too is a graduate. So you post those nonsense. When she started, you were still sucking your mother's breast when she was in school. But somehow you've chosen to fall. On a fall go sweet.
The reason we got into this event was because of her. No, the whole time we invited you, Shardy. Like give Don credit. He's a great manager. And I'm, he puts us into crazy situations where we get to be around people that I am not used to being around.
Why should she give Don credit for a ticket that she won? And you said he is your manager, not her manager. She won the ticket. That's it. She should never elevate to this type of behavior. She needs things to work overnight for her. She barely have a couple of songs out there. She have a long way to go. She will learn. But with the way she's going, she will learn the hard way.
To be quite frank, like people that I've never met before, people that are in the industry, some people that I've looked up to, like these events, there were some pretty high profile people. So I think that's cool. But also to make this point clear, I've, high profile people, right? And I'm not just talking about like followers or likes, comments, whatever, social media. I mean like people that have, like have accolades in entertainment that maybe I've grown up watching or that I've been a fan of in at some point. I never put them on a pedestal with which I see myself as beneath them or see myself as like unable to have dignity in their presence. I get excited to meet people just like anybody else. I'm fans of people just like anybody else, but I've always kind of been this way. Not when I was like a teenager. Like, if I had seen Justin Bieber at a party when I was like 13, 14, when I was like a believer and I had like the purple shit and I had like posters and shit, yeah, I would have freaked out. I'm not gonna hold you. And like seeing him, I was like, whoa. But I still like there's just this level of like I know who I am as well. Like I don't need other people to tell me I'm great to know that I'm great. And I don't need accolades for me to know that I am her. Like, so I just don't be like super freaking out. I don't judge people who do, but I think that's why I keep getting invited back to places because I'm myself, no matter who's around. So yeah, that. So I just don't. The whole game of like acting like you're better than other people just because you're in certain rooms, or you're better than, or they're better than you just because they've achieved certain things. Like you can admire someone without putting yourself down. Like you can admire someone while still being proud of who you are. So I want to point that out too, in case, because I want y'all to know that about me. Like if I'm ever blessed to be in a position where people are excited to meet me, like I don't want y'all to feel like I think I'm better than you, or I think you're beneath me, or you need to worship the ground I walk on. I think that's weirdo behavior to expect people to treat you like that, especially like because at the end of the day, the reason why these skits are so funny is because this shit is a joke, man. Like this like like this thinking that people on the internet who don't know you, their opinion matters more than the truth, or it matters more than who you know you are, that is a joke to me. And I'm silly. I'm a theater kid. I have a lot of talents y'all have not seen. So we don't get into them. Princess Stonii don't, we go.
So here she's talking about the new series that Don started, and he brought in Justin. The last episode he had Justin, or the episode before the last. Okay, the last episode was himself again, and now the new episode he just dropped. I think a snippet yesterday, and STONII is in it. Okay, STONII has joined in, and when you hear what STONII is saying here, you can actually tell that STONII is talking from, oh, I heard what Justin said. KORRA has never come online and said, oh, I'm taking the opinion of what everybody is saying. One thing you will know is KORRA will tell you that I'm not good with people trying to control me or trying to. Don't. If you try to tell me anything, I will block you. That's one thing you will always hear on KORRA's live stream. If you try to tell me how to live my life, I will block you. I'm not good with controlling and things like that. So for STONII to sit here and be talking about, oh, for you to be taking people's opinion online instead of what is the truth. What is the truth? She's not even speaking about you both. And I believe she also have her own side of the story to tell. But as usual, she probably would not just drop it out. Since there's a book coming out, maybe it might be in it, maybe not. But it is what it is. She's not the type that comes out to rant the way you, Don, and Justin is doing. Thanks to KORRA. Shout out to KORRA, you, Donnie, and a bit Dons, and Justin now have content. Thanks to KORRA. But let's see how long you can maintain this.
Tea time. Okay, let me scroll and read some more comments. But yeah, that's what happens the bull ride day, if that's what you mean. If you have any more questions to elaborate on that further, if I didn't talk about if I didn't address what you wanted me to address, let me know, because we're story time, tea time, Q&A. Let me know. Okay. We scroll. Sorry if I've missed so many comments. Is your dad better? He's not better. No, he had a major surgery. Major surgery.
I'm just gonna move this a little bit. Talking about a dad.
Or whatever, but that doesn't bother me. What bothers me though? Backwash. Backwash bothers me. I don't like that. That's weird too. Like you drinking from or like we're sharing a cup and there's everybody's sharing straws and a drink. That's not for me. Y'all can keep that. Hi Holly, how are you? Hi Yvonne, how are you? Anna, you handle things beautifully. I don't think I'm perfect, Anna. And definitely sometimes feelings get involved, and I'm not gonna sit here and act like I'm not petty. I'm definitely petty. So I'm not gonna claim to be perfect and like this is the best way I could have ever handled a situation like this. I've never been in a situation like this before, especially like the publicity of it, like the and the vitriol that I experienced, the backlash. I'm not used to it, so I don't know if I'm handling it as beautifully as. But thank you. I'm glad you think it. You think that. I think I'll get better at this stuff moving forward. The first of many, presuming controversies in my life. Hi from Australia. Good on you for speaking out. Hello, Australia. Hello. Well, your name's Christine. Hello, Christine. I'm very bad at an Australian accent. I'm sorry. That's really cool that you guys are checking in from around the world. It's really crazy. If you want to as well, in between the questions, if you want to tell me where you're watching from, because that might help influence what time I go live, to try to make it easier for you guys around the world.
Of course.
So just let me know what time is it right now.
She will go live when these people are around to hear her bashing KORRA.
Okay. So
let's see how it will be the day she will go live to talk about her music.
Harrington says the volume is too low. I can't hear. Oh, is it actually? It's not low. Okay, Don's in the corner listening. Actually, okay, maybe it's because I had the blanket over it. I'm so glad you're on. Hi, Jan. I'm glad you caught me.
Yeah. So the Don is sitting right there. Well, out of this.
I was saying your voice reminds me of Amina Butterfly. I looked her up. I didn't hear her singing, but she's a very pretty girl. I was very flattered that she said that. So I'm gonna go check out her music after this. Hi, Tracy. Welcome. Was her condo dirty? Okay, I
can
want to
imagine.
address this with caution and with care, not because she's ever approached anything with caution and care with me, but because I know that there are other people watching that might be dealing with, like there are a lot of reasons for somebody's place to not be well kept, especially when kids are involved. So I was not initially judgmental of that. The times that we came over, like there wasn't a single time that I came over and I wasn't cleaning something. And that just goes to show like my personality and how I like to help people that I care about. But yeah, hopefully that answers your question, because I don't want to get too crazy there, like in terms of how I speak to you guys on live stream, because I know that that could be a sensitive topic for people. So I don't want y'all to think I would judge you. Don't stop story time. Tell your truth. I will always tell my truth. I know some people hate it and
This is so funny. She said there's no time that she went over there, she was not cleaning something. With kids, it takes less than 5 minutes after you're arranging. Immediately you turn your back, everything is going upside down. That's when you have kids. That's just what it is. Who goes to somebody's house and you're just going to look and nitpick and everything? Sit the F down and do what you're there for. What do you mean by there's no time I go there, I'm not cleaning something? Who sent you?
like, this is drama. Anything, y'all. This is the entertainment industry. This industry runs on drama. So I'm just talk about your music. No, I'm gonna do what I want because my voice matters, and I love my personality, and I would love to share it. And I want you guys to know how I think, how I process shit. I want y'all to feel like you can talk to me, you can ask me things. And again, I'm not always going to be able to talk about certain things publicly. You never know. Like further in my career, there might be NDAs, there might be, more sensitive information that we have to like protect someone from, and just all types of things. So I'm not going to act like this is going to be the norm forever in my career. But at least for now, with where I am, I'd much prefer being honest, especially when there's a smear campaign against me right now, especially when there's people spreading actual lies about the events that took place. So I'm like, yeah, I don't feel bad at all, and y'all don't bother me, y'all don't scare me. So I'm gonna keep on talking, and you're gonna keep on listening, because that's literally why you're here. We could already tell you were feeling some kind of way. We could see it on your face at times. Yeah, and that makes me sad. Like I be thinking I'm a good actress. And then y'all be saying what I'm thinking in the chat, and I'm like, oh, I thought I was hiding it. But, I think I need a better poker face. Yeah, it's hard to hide when someone's, it's hard to hide, when, especially from my position. Like, it's different. Like, I haven't been on the side of being the person that's like, talking down on someone, or like trying to make them feel smaller, or trying to, assert my dominance in the relationship. Like that's just not who I am. So to be on the receiving end of that energy is really frustrating, especially when your like default setting is bubbly and silly, goofy, like let's have a good time and like get the work done, but kiki and have a good time. Like I'm such a like I will make the most out of a terrible situation, especially for my friends. So it was not always easy to hide it, and that's why like in terms of the live thing, I've never been the type of person to be live all day every day. It's draining to me, honestly. And it's like I know that the mask slips, especially if you're trying to hide feelings towards someone that you are actively working with. Like the great thing about, like, let's say acting, right? The great thing about acting, about scripted material, if you hate your scene partner, if you hate the actor with you, sometimes it's hard to hide that, but you have editors that back you up. You got the cinematographers back. You got the director that can be like, yeah, yo, cut. You do not look like you love that nigga. Like, you got to do that again. So, like, you got buffers to help you. But when you're live streaming, like, that's the thing that's intimidating to me about it, is like, you can fake the funk all you want, but if somebody is pushing your buttons and there's cameras, like, at some point, your mask going.
Hello, I say it. Welcome, Queen. Thank you so much for joining. He came in laughing. There's a story. I just freaking being the big brave bully. She's been gingered on by Dawn. She's go collect. And they tell you, she's enjoying it now. Don't worry, she would. Her page will end up like that of Frida now, that with the 1 million following, her page is like a graveyard. When you don't talk nonsense, people don't come to listen. That's the thing. You pushing negativity for so long, that's what's gonna happen. Because people are only going to get used to listening to that negative conversation. And if you try to change to anything else, they won't come. When she want to talk about music, people will not show up. That's just what it is. And so Stoney is just so petty. The kind of things that she's saying, it's man, yo.
Crack. And I'm not immune. I'm really not. If you don't mind, what really drew the line between you and Miss Ma'am? I think what really drew the line was the song. It was the Handle Me situation. Because nothing really speaks volumes quite like when someone is given an opportunity to value you and they actively choose not to. Especially when you've been extremely giving and extremely generous with your talents. And music is something that's very personal to me. I've loved music since I was younger. For those of you who don't know and may just be tuning in just because you're like, what's going on? What's going on? But I'm a singer-songwriter, born and raised in Virginia. I moved to LA by myself, not originally to pursue music, but to pursue film. But I used to want to pursue music, and music was what helped me through my childhood depression and my suicidal ideation growing up. Music and entertainment, and just that escape.
Oh, born and raised in Virginia. No wonder Don and Justin will refer to the three of them as Americans, even though KORRA is also an American citizen because she was not born in America and raised in America. She came there as an adult. They really don't see her as an American. So they really thought they were going to wash her head. They mad. You never know. I never see that one person from where other from if you wash head of any African person, wallahi, you no go fit. You go try and you no go walk. You go really look and say inside your brain, you get sense. You no fit. I'm not even capping. Nobody. You no fit. They no born you well. They wash the head of an African. Who you be? Before you go know, they don't even wash your head finish. Even say you say joy. They crazy. They say they're smart. They really thought they were very smart. They've seen somebody that they could use and manipulate. How far? How did he go? All right.
Of it, and just having my favorite artists that wrote about those feelings, that wrote about feeling like they didn't belong in this world, feeling like people didn't understand them, feeling like an ugly duckling. Like, those artists helped me survive my darkest times in my life. So I take the craft and the artistry of music very seriously. And I think there's a time and a place. Like, there's the good time. Trust me, there's the throwback music. There's the like mindless, like let's just have fun, let's just feel something. It doesn't have to be. I'm not like an elitist, like a music elitist, like, oh, I'm better because I'm the songwriter. Like, no, like I don't feel that way. But I do think that when you meet somebody that feels that way about their art, like, you should respect that, and you should value that skill, value that asset. Like, songwriters have been complaining about this in the industry for years, not being valued enough, not being treated with dignity, not being paid for their time, not being paid properly, given proper percentages, whatever. So to experience that type of, you deserve nothing energy from someone that claimed to be my friend, that claimed to value me and what I offered and what I brought to the table, it was very like, oh, that's how you always felt about me. You always thought that like everything that I do for you doesn't have enough value for you to actually properly give gratitude. And
this is clear assumption. You're assuming.
And I always give credit where it's due.
You're assuming from KORRA's explanation, something went wrong that was not necessarily her fault. If you felt like KORRA was lying, you've already concluded that she didn't respect you enough, she didn't care about you enough to give credit where credit was due. But yes, she came online with her 12 million, right? She came online on her platform with over 12 million, and she said the song, it's a work that you all did together and you actually put in even more. She was specific on the part, how much she contributed to that, and she said it was produced by Dawn. So she gave both of you your flowers. She could have just totally ignored and allow you people to scream all day. If you felt like she was lying, I feel like there is still, tell her, prove this. Okay, you said something went wrong somewhere. Okay, let's work on this. Let's trace and follow your steps and let's see where the mistake started. Who made it? Did you intentionally? Are you lying? Are you trying to manipulate? And you people will go through all of that process. And if she cannot prove that it was not from her, then you can come out and scream. But it didn't even look like you people took the time to really listen to what she was saying and everything. You just went, bam, ooh, she never liked me, because that's how you felt. Because remember, even when she talked about how they met in the party, she talked about how KORRA didn't want to have her number. KORRA just wanted to, talk with Dawn, because Dawn was a producer, so they can work together. So Dawn actually forced you into the situation. You get, okay, you started talking to her first. You're also an artist. Maybe KORRA wasn't looking for collaboration right now and things like that. But yeah, okay. Dawn had brought you into the picture, she had to do the collaboration, or else she probably needed a producer. But you, in your way, you always do what your brain tells you.
That situation, especially because I wasn't the one that asked to do a feature, asked to do a collab. It was her idea, and then I brought the material to the table. It was my song. Shawty was going back and forth on the number that she agreed with for the split. I still was like, let me be the bigger person and just go with it. Cool. Like we don't gotta do this. And then she started doing weird shit, like posting the clips of our videos that I would edit for us together, promoting the music. She would cut out my chorus, just post her verse, and then make the thumbnail as if I wasn't even in the video, as if I wasn't even a part of the collaboration. Same thing with the actual lyric video. Uploaded the lyric video, calling me the feature, which was not what we agreed on, because it's like, ma'am, like you literally just did a verse. Like that's not how this works. And at every turn was just proving that she didn't value me as an artist. She didn't think that I was worthy of credit or like anything. And that just goes to show how you feel about music. Like, and you, like, this is all a cash grab for you. Like, you don't actually care. You are not actually passionate. You only care about the money and about furthering your name and making yourself more famous. That's why you kept trying to push me to do shit I didn't want to do. And it's like, damn.
This is just so weird. So she was posting all of these things and doing all of that, and you and Dawn could not point it out and nip it in the bud right there. Come on, man. Come on.
Yeah, like this, a lot of people like that make it. A lot of people like that get very far because that type of
sorry, it's cold. It's really doing
I'm the most important person all the time. Energy,
cold. They do me strong thing.
It gets rewarded on these platforms. That's like literally why y'all keep flexing. Oh, so many followers, so many followers. Like, yeah, people love drama. People love mess. People love seeing people show out. So like that's the industry. Even now, like you're the most famous artists are the most controversial artists. Like that's just how it is. So I'm not, I'm used to it. But to expect, like, to think that someone is your friend, they claim to be your friend. They claim to say that, oh, I think you're great, and I'm doing this for you. I'm helping you. Like she's trying to claim, I'm doing this to be helpful. Like, ma'am, like you're being shady as hell, and let's not talk around that. You want some weird behavior. You acting like a hater, and I've been nothing but a supporter of you. So it's just really sad. It's sad to see, especially from women, especially from another Black woman that, again, I kept publicly defending. So here we are. Oh, But yeah, that was definitely the straw that broke the camel's back, because it was like, oh damn. So as soon as money gets involved to me, you switch up.
Not like tonight.
Yeah, so I'm just not that type of person to where I will value money more than my relationships. That's never how I've been, ever. I'm never going to value money more than I value my self-respect, more than I value my morals, and that's just where we differ. So it was, at the time, it was evident that the focus and energy was going right to Miss Ma'am.
Don't be smoking attitude, though.
It was also clear way before she stole your song that she's planning to try and phase you out of the picture. Yeah, I mean, again, like, Miss Ma'am, me and Don were working together far longer than you were. So, like, we can kind of tell when people that come into the orbit, that come into the sphere, wanting things, which, you know, every relationship's give and take, we can tell when someone's being disingenuous. Over time reveals all truths. We couldn't tell up front. Like, I had my, you know, suspicions, I had my gut feelings, but I give people the benefit of the doubt. But over time, especially, like, I feel like especially with women, it becomes very obvious. Like, when someone is not really about you. Like, they act like they about you so that they can get what they want, but they never was really about you, and they couldn't give two shits about you like that. That energy is it's a certain specific energy, because I feel like women, and this isn't true for all women, we're not a monolith, but in my experience and just my girlhood, my girliness, I've noticed that my emotions tend to lead more so than, like, the things actually being said. So how women tend to get at each other is more psychological. Like, men, it's like, seemingly to me, it seems like men are far more physical. They're far more, like, aggressive in that way. But, like, women, we're so passive aggressive. Like, that's our bag. Like, some of the bullying that I experienced at school that was the worst was the psychological shit. Like, oh, I'm gonna put your backpack in the boys' bathroom so you can't find it for hours. Oh, I'm gonna invite all of your friends, even though you only have like 2 of them. I'm gonna invite your friends on this big thing, this cool thing that I know you want to do, and not invite you. And then talk about how we had so much fun right in front of you at the lunch table. Like, shit like that. Like, psychological things. Like, I feel like women, like, we're good at that shit. We're good at being sneaky. We're good at, like, getting under each other's skin in ways that you can act like
they had so much opportunity to actually call KORRA out. When you notice that she was always cutting you out and all of that, why did you call her and like, look, if you're not gonna do this the way we're supposed to do it, then you gotta drop it already, because you, according to her, she literally wrote just 1 verse, so the other 2 and everything else was, no, this is not gonna work. You're either gonna involve me in it, or we're not doing this, and you're not gonna put me as the future. No way. Because I did more work. This is the conversation she was supposed to have from the beginning, but instead they were watching at her, looking at her, allowing her post those things allegedly, you know, that they're saying, only to wait till the last minute to come out and start crying. When you could have nipped that in the bud from the first post that she made, you're like, okay, let's wait, let's see. Is this a mistake? She makes the second post, the same thing. You just call her out. Tell her to correct it, or you people are not doing that.
Oh no, that wasn't. I didn't mean that. No, I just I didn't mean to upload that picture where your face was cut out by my elbow and you were in an awkward position just to make you feel bad. Like, no, I just didn't see it. Like, YouTube chose the thumbnail. I'm innocent. I would never. Like, yeah, ma'am. I know you got 10 years on me, but I'm not that ignorant. I'm glad that you're all standing up for yourselves. Yeah, like, y'all, look, these people, these crazy cult people, like, I'm new to y'all and y'all are new to me, and we are learning each other in real time. How does it feel? We are just getting to know each other. And I think when you present as a really bubbly, bright, happy-spirited person, people think that you're a doormat. And I just love when people fuck around and find out with me. Because I know they be shocked. When I start to talk about shit, they be shocked. Like,
you know, I really feel sorry for STONII. She talked about, oh, F around me and find out. Yeah. If you they talk for physical, KORRA go beat you black and blue. In fact, make her just hold that word there. Because all of an when I don't see for that picture, I don't even see any of an go feel even beat herself. So one on one, KORRA go beat all of an for the house, hands down. Don't be saying na matter. And if na mouth, you still don't get mouth. Like Stoney, you can't. Talking about F around me and find out. Do you know who you're talking to? Do you know who you're talking to? You wanted to break all your bones. Don't compare canned food to somebody that is eating food from the source. Born and bred in Virginia. You just say you get strength. One punch, all your bones go break. Not be by eating canned food. They talk rubbish. You just say you don't arrive. Oh, look. You don't know anything. You never see anything. You just say you smart. You and Don thought you could just manipulate her to do all you people wanted. You saw what she was posting. You knew that was not what you people agreed on. Why are you people afraid to open your mouth to speak? The foolish Don too, that is supposed to be a man, cannot open his mouth to talk. You are managing Stoney. Is it not Don's duty to call KORRA to order? Because Stoney is his artist. Come on, these two are good. Wallahi.
I told you, my daddy's from New York. Okay, my mama is from Africa, from Cape Verde, and she's a strong woman, and she does not take shit from anybody. So y'all just didn't know what you were dealing with. You didn't.
Your mom might be strong, but not you. Born and raised in Virginia, not you. Don't be you where they give canned food, now get energy. Okay? Your mom born and raised in Cape Verde, okay, we can see that. But you, it's a different story. After beating you, you end up in the ICU. You gonna be like Picky when they for NICU. At that time. I don't suffer. Wallahi. You've not seen anything. You've not seen it. I'm just looking at Stoney. You've not seen anything like your mom didn't tell you anything. Your mom did not tell you nothing. I doubt if Stoney's mother tells them story from Africa. You would not try. You and Don, both of you are no match. I'm telling you that for free. You're no match for KORRA. Don't worry. Don't bother yourself. Hence, you people could not open your mouth. Have you seen where somebody is doing something that you absolutely know that this is wrong, but you're not able to point it out? What? Because you're afraid she go break on her bone, all of it. Wallahi. Wahala for who go see something no fit talk. You see something that is going wrong, you could not open your mouth to speak because you're a coward. Putting your tail underneath your legs like a dog that is scared, and now you're here. My dad is from New York. They let a break person head come from New York. Come on, get out of here.
But now you do. And you're gonna keep finding out because we are not done. Y'all gonna keep dragging this out? Y'all gonna okay, cool. You met your match. How does it feel? Let me scroll down these comments. It's very clear she did not like you. Yeah, it's always clear after the fact. Because in the moment, especially when someone's been doing it for years and they've perfected the art of manipulating people, like it can be hard to see up front. So I definitely think I now have more of a Rolodex of tools to use this moving forward dealing with people, because there are a lot of narcissists in the
Yes, you see, I'm
industry.
go tell
Probably the
that.
majority of
No
people
power.
that some of y'all be looking up to are
Don't
not
eat
actually
burger from Burger King.
That's
What
why
do they
they
call
say
that
don't
thing
meet
when
your
they get for
heroes.
that the
Like the
American
people that are built for the spotlight, not all of
McDonald's?
them. I've met plenty of like
You chop
really
McDonald's,
like
it is
down to
saying
earth,
both those
humble,
strong.
talented people in this industry. But like this industry breeds that behavior. It rewards that behavior. They're like the people that are like, I just want to be famous by any means necessary. I'll step on anybody to get there. I just gotta be famous. Like that shit is so prevalent. I've never experienced it this up close before with someone that I personally let into my inner circle, but you know, you live and you learn. Trust that. It took me years to learn it. Yeah. I'm so sorry I'm missing comments. I'm going to scroll a little bit in case there's some questions. Ask me any more questions that you want to ask, by the way. Oh, y'all are asking messy shit too. Okay, look. I used to follow her, but unfollowed about 2 years ago when she mentioned families that get help in the state are poor. I'm a mom of 6 and still get help. I don't like that. Oh, well, I obviously didn't see that. Yeah, there's no shame in needing help. There's no shame in struggling in this capitalistic society where we are literally dealing with corrupt government officials. We are dealing with a broken system. This world is not fair. And as someone that wasn't born into wealth, I get it. I'm not like the richest girl on earth. I'm not. I'm nowhere near. I assure y'all, not that y'all need to count my pockets, but like, I was fresh out of college. When I moved out here, I was a waitress for years. I'm a hustler. Like I got that hustle spirit in me because of my dad. He's a hustler. So that I'm also aware that not hard work doesn't always equal success in this life. Hard work does not always equate to things working out for you, things being fair for you. It's the same with our judicial system. Just because you have a valid case against someone does not mean
Yes,
that
Tony
they will
thinks that
receive
it's only
justice, and
America
that
that
is just
has
a fact.
bad government. It's only America that have bad government. It's only America that have I feel sorry, but every country that have bad government, bad decision makers, leaders messing up, being selfish and manipulative, and all of that. Calm down. Calm down. Life is not that hard.
The files, y'all. Have we been seeing arrests? Some pretty damning evidence, I would say. That's public knowledge, alongside a lot of things that are not public knowledge that have been redacted, but plenty of material to be like, yo, y'all shouldn't be active government officials because you. So like
Anyways,
those type of
now she's
arguments
talking
of
about the
like you're a
politician.
better person, you're a more moral person, you are better than other people if you have money. That's not true. Privilege is not fair. That's why it's privilege, and I'm privileged in other ways, but like that type of energy, that mentality, we saw that mentality around other people. Other people heard that mentality. There was plenty of people that we brought her around that were very uncomfortable and were like, yo, what's up with her? What is her energy? What's going on? And if you feel that way about people,
This is just a stupid talk. What? The KORRA they're talking about, is KORRA or Telola's child or Dankote's child or what? There is no way KORRA will be carrying herself, moving around and mocking other people as if her father is one of the richest person in Nigeria or all of that. Come on, man. Come on. If you're twisting somebody's word, you're responsible for how you look at and see what the person is saying. If you feel that person is saying it the way, confront. What is wrong with people? Confront somebody there and then. If somebody says something and you feel like person is kind of talking down on other people, I better not be there. And I don't hear it, because that's the people like, you don't know how to. I said, I will call you out there and then I will ask you, what do you mean? Can you explain more? Am I understanding this exactly the way you've said it? And some people like, oh no, that's not how I meant. Then they explain better, and then you get to understand what they're talking about or what they were trying to say. So this narrative of KORRA carries herself like she's on top of the world and look down on poor people. Tell that story to people that don't know KORRA's story.
you think people are just a dollar sign in your head, if you think people are just meant to be used and move on, how can people assist you and help you in any way? Like you end up saying statements like that are messed up, that are not very empathetic of you. But if you don't have the ability to feel empathy,
Now
then
you're
can I really
responding
fault
to
you
what
for it? Like
somebody
if
is
you're
telling
mentally
you.
not able to feel empathy,
You were not there when the
I'm not saying
situation
she's not able
happened.
to.
You
I don't
already
know.
believed
I
the
don't know her.
commenter on your page.
I don't know her medical history or none of that. But hey, I'm just saying, weird behavior. She was jealous of you. She wanted all of Don's attention. Don busted her bubble. That's why her mood changed towards you, because she was in the way of Don's attention. She's not the first. that. Like I said, y'all, I've had some pretty disappointing.
This is stupid. This is stupid. She wanted Don's attention. When you see stupid people talking, anybody that knows KORRA knows that KORRA is attracted to Igbos. KORRA is attracted to the other color of people, not her own in terms of men, like dating or marriage. And she's even been asked this question again. She said if she would do it again, it might still be alone because people are telling her, now you've done Oyibo, you've seen how it went, he went south. He didn't work with you, married a white. She's like, so what does that have to do with anything? Do you get? So KORRA loves being with, people from the other race. So it is stupid that STONII thinks and believes this set of people that are telling her that KORRA was jealous because she needed Don's attention. To do what with? Don is not her type. Yo. Now, wow.
Experiences with women in this industry. I've had some pretty amazing experiences too. But yeah, I think that's why the bed incident happened. If I'm being honest, I didn't get to that part yet. But that incident Don was talking about, where she was in his bed, I was there. I was sitting at the edge of the bed, like, when you go in somebody's room, you're like, hey, can I sit on your bed? Yeah, sure. Like, that's me. I don't like people in my bed though. That's just how I am. Like, especially if you ain't showered yet. Like, I'm not. Don't be getting under my sheets without a shower. I don't let myself get under my sheets without a shower. That's just me. But anyway, I was sitting on the edge of the bed, and she was in the living room, and I was telling Dawn, I was actually saying, like, hey, should we have that talk with her? Like, I feel like there's an elephant in the room right now. Like, if you're comfortable, I think I'd like to, have that hard conversation with me there, because he'd already had several conversations about her behavior with her, but I was never there. And I was like, hey, if you want to have this conversation, like, we did have a good night, but like we made it through the tough night, but like I would much rather be upfront and handle it like adults and talk about it. And she was kind of hearing me a little bit. Like, obviously the door wasn't closed. Like it was, so she was like, hey, like, what are we talking about? And I'm like, I was actually telling Dawn that I think we should all talk and have, a mature conversation. So she comes in, gets under the covers of the bed, and looks at me kind of like, and looks at Dawn, and is like, I'm sleeping here tonight. Like, this is where I'm sleeping tonight. Like, very much like, I'm like, are we in a movie right now? Like, why are we trying to make me feel awkward? Why are we trying to make me feel like, like, what is the point of this? Why are you looking at me like this? Why are you acting this way? We wanted to have a mature conversation.
Wait a minute. So what is wrong with STONII's mindset? So you went into Don's room, you decided to sit on the edge of the bed. KORRA probably is now comfortable, really comfortable with you both, decided to jump on the bed, go under the cover, take a comfortable position, because you people were supposed to be having an important conversation that she doesn't know how many minutes or how long it's going to last. So she probably wanted to be in a comfortable position, not sitting on the edge of the bed and be talking for hours. How was she now looking at you? Every time somebody look at you, they want to sleep with you. They want to get in between your legs. What is wrong with STONII and Don? So somebody sitting with you in your bed or getting under the cover with you, even in movies, don't you get under the covers just to, in acting? What is there in it? Like, she went there, now she's making you to be jealous. If you want to sleep with Don, go and sleep with Don. Nobody is stopping you. I don't understand. What? STONII, if you like Don, just tell Don straight to his face, with his head that looks like, is shaped like St. Louis sugar. Who knows that sugar? That very famous cube sugar, St. Louis, that comes in blue packet. That's the shape of Don's head. If you like Don and you want to do the do with Don, just go and grab Don and get it over with. Nobody cares. What else are we going to hear? From three of them were in the studio, and KORRA said, I can take you and Don. Say it. Yes, it St. Louis. That's it now. From them being in the studio, KORRA said she can handle the both of them. Then to she inviting her father. Imagine KORRA telling her that she can handle she and Don. She still invited her father that he has now broken his leg like, in the hospital. She still invited her father over. And then KORRA was bending over for her father that somehow mysteriously appeared in the kitchen. You went visiting somebody, you ended up in the person's kitchen. And KORRA was now bending over. After that, you still took a conversation from the sitting room into the bedroom. What were you and Don doing in the bedroom? If you're supposed to have a conversation with KORRA, why did KORRA is in the same house? Why are the both of you inside talking when the three of you are supposed to be friends? Why were you not? Pardon me, okay, I have a very horrible cold. Why are you not sitting in the sitting room and talking? Okay, you started talking, KORRA overheard you people and came into the room, being that lively and playful person, jumped on the bed and went under the cover like Don. You could just simply tell us that Don's whatever was in between his leg was doing when KORRA went under the, and you too, maybe you two you'd go both ways, and you two your Bekus was doing far full, and now yeah, can you imagine this? Wait, you're gonna roast yourself. Go this parrot. Hold on. All right, sorry. So my little one's budgie parrot just landed on my head. I guess she's looking for her food. But I already have her food and water ready. So everything that KORRA makes, this woman will just sexualize it. Everything that KORRA now wow. So for three people to sit down on a bed to talk when both of you went into the room first, before KORRA came in, now KORRA is giving you eyes. Ha! This STONII, me, I don't understand STONII anymore.
About feelings. So we ended up having that conversation while she's in bed. Like Don doesn't kick her out immediately. And I'm like, okay. And then it.
Why? Look, why would he kick her out of the bed? Why did he go into his room when he has guests? KORRA was there, you were there. Don went into his bedroom instead of sitting in, or his sitting room. He does not have those type of couch that you can just lay down and lift your leg up and stretch. I thought he said he's an American. He doesn't have money to buy those type of upholsteries. Justin doesn't have money to buy those expensive couch that is like a bed. You know those very nice couch that you can just lay down straight no matter how tall you are. Don does not have that kind of couch. But he has money and he's been in the military. I will not go here word. But didn't know if he buy better couch. And he went to the room. He went to the bedroom first. You followed him and sat on the edge of the bed because you people wanted her to feel isolated. She came in and showed you people that you cannot oppress me. God, oh. God bless Nigeria. I too like my people. Wallahi, you cannot oppress a Nigerian. You will try, you will plot, you will not succeed. So you people wanted to oppress her, but you people miscalculated. You did not get it where she was coming from. You cannot oppress, like an African person would just be here intimidated by you. Who? No. Even aliens have nothing intimidate us. Even ghost spirits, they nothing intimidate us. When they fear them. Na two mosquito na KORRA go fear. Ha! I don't suffer. She came in and outdid the both of you because both of you wanted to make her feel some way, some type of way. She jumped into the bed, covered herself. She was ready. This is amazing when somebody's trying to oppress you and you show the person that look, we've been there, we've done that, and all of that. You can't forget it. STONII talking about jealousy.
The energy started getting strange. I know y'all know what I'm talking about when I say that. Let's not act like we're children. I was kind of, especially when this person had come on to me before. With Don, like it very vocally was like, I like men and women, and so again, that was a while ago, but in this moment, I'm sitting there seeing the situation, and I'm like, this is not the situation I'm trying to be in. Don knows me. I'd much rather leave. Like, and just, I was like, well, I'm gonna head home. If that's where you sleeping, cool. Have a good night. I'm gonna go. And Don was like, no, I think we should all go. Like, he immediately looks at me and he's like, you like, don't leave me. Like, yo, he looked at me. He came out. He was like, we should all go. We should all go. Yeah, like it's getting late. We should all go home. So then, they leave the room, and I'm like putting on my shoes, and it's just awkward. And he ends up staying back to talk to her for a second in the living room, like while she's getting her stuff together. But I like go outside. I'm like, this is weird. I just want to go home. So I just literally walked to my car.
Exactly. Just enter the bed.
She left like pretty soon after that. But he told her like, yeah, you can't do that. You can't get into my bed like that. Like that's a boundary that I don't want you to cross. Like, not trying to offend you, not trying to hurt your feelings, but just that doesn't make me very comfortable. Like I don't even let STONII do that. And STONII and I have been homies for a while and have never crossed that barrier, never crossed that boundary. I don't even let her do that. So yeah, I don't.
When you have a dirty mindset, you went into your room. I believe the way they've been rolling gave KORRA that, that feeling of I can actually jump and get on his bed and get under the cover and just be comfortable for us to have this conversation. Because if she wanted to do something, why didn't she just proceed to grab Dawn or grab STONII? Do you understand? She would have made an attempt if that's what she was thinking. You people said you people have to have a conversation. So she has to get comfortable. If you don't want to be comfortable, that's your business. Why did Don go into his room in the first place? Why did you people stay in the sitting room to have that conversation? And you're talking about this is not a boundary I want to cross. That is big St. Louis sugar head. Who wants to do anything with that kind of unattractive human being?
Fully know this person's intentions.
Overhyping
all I know
his
is how
foolish
she made
self.
me feel. All I know is, the things that she said, and now seeing in real time what happens when, someone does you wrong and they try to cover their tracks so hard that they got to make up shit so that they don't look as bad as they do.
So the cowards did not have that conversation just because so because KORRA went under the sheets, they decided not to have the full conversation that they were planning to. All right. It's all right.
It's very obvious. It's very, very obvious to most people with a brain cell what's happening right now. And that's such life. I love it. Okay, run your movie. Yo, the run your movie quote, I gotta say, that's not from me. That's actually from another industry friend, songwriter, Platinum. He's amazing. But he said that to me once, and I was like, yo, that makes so much sense. And he was like, you realize that in this industry, that's what people do. Like that's, you run your movie. Like if you trying to, stir up
very boring, though.
Controversy,
very boring.
If you're trying to stir up attention, if you're trying to stir up, if you're trying to hide, cover up for something, we see it in government, we see it all over the place.
He's not a vibe.
Like anything involved in media, like you got to be careful that people be really right in their movies. And all you have to do to decipher whether or not they're being honest is look at the facts, look at what's presented, look at what you witnessed, because again, these are things that some of y'all were there for, that some of y'all were pointing out in real time. Like, look at the track record. Look at how I've presented myself on the internet for years. Look at, the type of people that would support me. Thank you for the stars. Y'all are sweet.
The type of people that are supporting you is just these headless chickens that are supporting you.
Myself. Like, I don't think I'm better than anybody, but I do think I'm fairly consistent. So, let me scroll.
She's unbelievable.
Hey, I sent you a message. I'm going to send Don one too. I want to do a song with you. I'm based in the UK, but I'm pretty sure we would do fire music. I already made a name for myself back home in South Africa. Yo, that's crazy. Congratulations to you. Send me your songs. Send me some stuff to listen to. I would love to hear your music. She lies about everything to make herself look good or what she thinks will make her look good. Here's what I will say is probably a more accurate way to put that. I think what helps a lie feel more.
I say it, the way you're stressing on this enter bed, He blessed our government work. Eh? This, the way studies just surrounded. How did we go from music that was stolen to Kama Sutra? I still don't understand. There's nothing we will hear. Oh, 50 Shades of Grey. I mean, this one is 49 and a half shades of gray. What the heck?
Truthful is when you tell it in a way that's like, it's like a smidgen like true. Like you have something that was true in there somewhere, and then you spin it and you take out all the nuance, you take out all the context, you spin it, you make an exclamatory statement to make it sound crazy, like I was attacked by acid.
Oh.
Like you make it like you have something in there that like something. Yes, someone did throw something at me in this video that I'm presenting to you. But what were the circumstances? What was the context? What is the actual truth of the matter? What was the substance? What, like, and I wasn't there, so I don't know.
Wow. Wow. So STONII and Dawn is this evil. The marriage, how Justin is not guilty of anything. Now STONII also. Justin had mentioned that attack in the UK. Look how STONII is playing down on it. STONII, pray that you will not be in that position, because you will not even be able to fight yourself out like KORRA was able to. Pray that you're not in that situation, because it will be worse for you, because you're even in America. There where Chris na regular. People, they wake up for morning, they Chris. People go just wake up, start with madness, carry gun, enter school, they go shoot people. Pray that the industry that you're in, nobody tries to attack you the way you're situation that you don't even know how it started. Just because somebody put out hate and somebody came out and targeted her for no reason. You as a woman sits here to play down on that attack in the UK. Okay. Karma will most definitely settle everybody that supports evil.
But I'm seeing a pattern, especially based on how this person dealt with me. So yeah, that's what's happening. It's like, oh, I posted STONII a certain way on my page that was unflattering to her and tried to belittle her in ways that were psychologically there, but in a way that I could act like publicly I was always the good friend, I was always the big sister, I was never trying to make her look bad. I was never trying to, make myself feel better. Like you, that's called, yeah, that's running your movie. You writing a whole new script, and she's running out of material, clearly. So yeah, crazy work. Entertaining ass movie though, I gotta say, entertaining. Someone said, "See, Don, that wasn't hard. I'm dead." Look, I said this was tea time. I'm not always gonna be in the mood, but I'm in the mood today. I got time today.
Oh yeah, I talked about that on Facebook yesterday. I dropped a short. I think I also dropped it. I posted it here on YouTube too as a short. I dropped a reel. Facebook, they call it as reel. Dropped a reel about it yesterday. I'm like, instead of Justin's fans to talk about how he was doing a house tour, left those children in the water by themselves, unsupervised. Some people were still defending him, commenting, what about when KORRA leaves the children upstairs and go to do live stream downstairs? So it's the same thing with leaving the children in water. How many minutes does it take for somebody to drown? Man, his followers, they're always just thinking about that, his toothpick in between his legs.
Charlene, also, yeah, whenever you guys like, please send me your music. I would love to hear what you guys are working on. Like, if you want to send me stuff, please feel free. I'm sorry that I'm late to my DMs. I don't always check my DMs because I be getting crazy ass DMs these days. If you could imagine.
Nobody's sending you any DM. Shut up.
It might take me a minute, but please send it to me, and don't be scared to send things to me twice. Self-esteem, yeah, center of attention, yeah. And let's be honest. Clearly, I want to be center of attention too. If I want to be an artist,
Justin has
like I'm not going
coached
to sit here
them
and act
now.
like wanting people to recognize you for your talent is weird. It's not. Wanting people to esteem you for the things that you're good at, like wanting people to, or not esteem you, but like value the thing that you love doing. That's very normal. So I will never come for her for that. I think having a dream, there's nothing wrong with having a dream, and there's nothing wrong with seeing yourself at the pinnacle of what success could look like for you. I think that everybody, even the people watching this, I feel like you guys should reach for the stars, like truly, like really, you know, if you want to do something, why not be the best at it? Why not try? Why not say, like, if I'm going to be an artist, I'm going to be the biggest artist. If I'm going to be a dancer, I'm going to be the best dancer. If I'm going to be a producer, I'm going to be the best producer. If I'm going to be a lawyer, I'm going to be the best lawyer. Like, I love somebody with a drive. I love seeing passion. I have it. So I know what that's like. And I will never tell somebody that they will never make it, or that they will never achieve those dreams, or those dreams are too lofty, no matter what age, what background you come from, what you look like. Like, I really do think that we should be encouraging people to have bigger dreams, not smaller ones. She acts like she thinks she's the shit, but behind closed doors, she has very low self-esteem. I think that's a lot of people. I'm not even going to just put that on one person and say that that's just what's going on. A lot of people fake the funk, and they seem super confident. They seem super outgoing, and it's all just a disguise or just a facade, wanting to hide their true selves, not wanting to actually be judged for who they really are. It's very normal. To some extent, I definitely do the same thing, because otherwise I would have been a lot pettier up front. I would have been a lot more like, that's the reason why I'm giving myself this album, this STONII album that we've been talking about far before we met Shawty. She just so happens to, y'all are going to think it's about Shawty. It's like, nah, like the album itself has always been me wanting to confront the darker sides of my personality and the more ugly sides of my ego.
Absolutely.
And to be very vulnerable, to be very raw and very, because I don't think I'm perfect.
Like, immediately he panned the camera to where the kids were. You could actually see all the risks, for like all the danger. It was just screaming danger, danger. The fact that from the moment I saw him outside, like vacation with my kids, and I saw him outside, and I was waiting when he was panning the camera to show the front of the house. I was waiting to see the children, and I didn't see them. Like, oh, now where has he left the kids? But I was thinking, okay, maybe they are inside the house, maybe watching TV, doing something. So when he gets inside, we will see the kids. Only for him to go inside, showing the fridge, the kitchen, the everything. No, until he walks to the back of the house. Yo, the man is out of his mind.
I've never said that. I say that every live, but y'all keep commenting Miss Perfect, Miss None, whatever. It's like, no, that's you. That's what you thinking. You telling me your thoughts. You're not telling me facts, because I'm telling you how I feel. So yeah, consistency can be boring. Anyway,
listen, I'm just gonna skip.
I don't judge people for how they dress.
She's gonna say,
if that makes sense. I think obviously there's a time and a place for everything, but that's about me and my comfort and about what I, in terms of other people. Like, I've never said anything derogatory about the way someone dresses or derogatory about the way someone presents, especially in regards to like hypersexual energy. I think, like, again, we're in the music industry. That's very normal. Like, that's a part of the game. If anything, I feel like I stand out sometimes because I'm not willing to do certain things that I feel like a lot of artists are willing to do in that respect, a lot of female artists, and that doesn't make me better than them. That doesn't make me worse than them. It's just, I'm at this stage in my life, I know where my boundaries are, and those are, those can change over time. Those can, mold, shift for that little girl in me who knows what it's like to be around a mean girl and knows what it's like to keep quiet in the face of a mean girl. And I'm glad that I didn't let y'all, not all of y'all, obviously. I'm glad I didn't let y'all bully me into shutting the fuck up. I'm glad I didn't let y'all bully me into believing something about myself that isn't true.
Your face says otherwise.
So I made it out lucky.
Yo, man.
And I'm glad that I have real connections and real relationships, not only in music, but in real life, that keep me grounded.
Yeah, other people are not grounded.
She got mad when people were sending you stars. She said that's her money. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. She flipped the situation on y'all and tried to lie and be like, oh, it's because my haters were there. Like, no, that's not why she was upset. That's not why Shawty was upset. Shawty was upset because we had a live stream and she saw that I made $5 more than her on Facebook, even though she had like 5 phones with different platforms where she was making money.
The fact that STONII really thinks that if they go on a star party, STONII can win KORRA on a star, it will not happen. STONII, this story, you're telling it to people that don't know KORRA. You don't know the people that are supporting KORRA. That's the thing you don't know. The people that are standing for KORRA, you don't even know who they are. I'm telling you, you honestly don't know who they are, because I can tell you one thing. STONII has 8,000 plus following. Dawn is still 7,000, 7.7. If it was somebody that is standing for KORRA, do you know that one of the bloggers of KORRA, somebody that I'm calling them bloggers of KORRA because these are people that stands and defend her on Facebook. Do you know that if one of them would reshare and say, follow this person within less than 24 hours, or yes, less than 24 hours, or let me just say 24 hours, if people are not online, they can get new account that's created on Facebook from 0 to 10,000 in less than 24 hours. If you will get that share in less than 24 hours, as they say, this person will. So the fact that Justin cannot even promote the both of you were what, around 7,000? Yeah, I think both of you had like 7,000 following, if I'm not mistaken, or 6,000, 7,000 thereabout before you started this saga. One person is 7,000, 7.7. The other person is 8,000, 8.4. So Justin cannot even get you people to 10,000, even though he has crossed 1 million. It shows you that in a star party, all 3 of you put together, Justin, all of you go live together, the same time, the same scheduled time, the same everything. All of you scheduled together to go live the same time. You will not, you, Justin and Don, say it's a star party, you people will not win KORRA. The amount of stars that KORRA will receive, if they combine all 3 of you stars, it still will not meet up. Justin did not tell you about the donation. How much did they donate for him? How long did it take people to donate to raise over 55,000? And the money kept growing. And Justin started crying. And then opened his own GoFundMe. How much did people donate? KORRA came out with what, 75,000 or how much? Dollars for her court case. How much did Justin get? You think that you made more stars than her, and she was angry.
She was mad because one of her top gifters came to my live stream to give me money. And it wasn't even that crazy an amount of money. Like, any amount is very generous. And I'm super grateful for you guys because every little bit helps, especially a young artist navigating in an expensive city. But to me, I'm like, if you asked me to give you that money to you, I would. Like, if you were like, hey, give me that $5, I would, and I would never talk to you again, because money doesn't move me to the point of moving my spirit. It never has. I've had people, again, in this industry take advantage of me, my skill set, my talents, agree to pay me something for my services, and then completely ditch and be like, actually, I want to renegotiate. Can I give you like a quarter of what you asked for, even though you already did the work for me? Like, I've had so many of these lessons in money where I'm like, you know what? No, don't give me anything. I will walk away and you don't get any of my property. Even though I, at the time, really needed the money. Like, money, and that's my pride, okay? I think I also get that from my dad. I'm kind of prideful. That's something that I gotta work on. I would much rather I would much rather be struggling and not be like feeling like somebody else's burden than I would take advantage of people for money. That's just
So
Yeah, and I'm
people
dealing with
willingly
that.
giving
I gotta
stars
get
to
better
KORRA.
at
Is
letting
KORRA
people
taking
help
advantage
me,
of people?
whatever. But hey,
Ah, boy.
it is what it is. But yeah, that's why she was pressed that day. We literally talked about it after the live stream. She got up, walked away, couldn't hide her funk. After we went off live, I went over there. I was like, "Hey, are you okay? Like, is this about the stars thing? Like, can we talk about it? Because we don't have to go live again ever." I always made that an option. I was like, "Look, I'm okay with being friends with you and not having the world see every little thing we do and not having you post me all the time. Like, not having you post me at all. I'm totally cool with that. We've had conversations in person. We've had conversations over text where I'm like, look, if I fuck with you as a human, which is what you're saying you fuck with me as, and we're actually friends, this social media shit is not more important than how we treat each other when the cameras are off. So if it pisses you off that much and it hurts your feelings that much when you see people giving me money, then let's not go live again. Let's not go live together. It's really not that big of a deal."
Stonii, so dramatic.
But Shardy was like, "No, like, it's fine. I just need to get over it. Like, it's not your fault." Like, again, was playing like, I'm a good friend. Like, it just hurt my feelings, but I'll get over it. And that was that. We didn't talk about it ever again.
She wants more stars.
Yeah, that was the truth of the matter. That was why she was pressed. And I tried to make her feel better about it at every turn. I tried to boost her up, be her biggest supporter, make her feel important, make her feel special. And that energy was not reciprocated. And when that happens, you gotta leave you gotta walk away from people.
Terminate the relationship.
You gotta be okay with people not liking you and not liking the fact that they couldn't take advantage of you the way they wanted to. I'm glad you were able to see through it. You're so sweet and thoughtful. I hate that she didn't appreciate anything. I mean, I don't hate it. I don't hate her. I don't wish terrible, terrible things on anybody. I don't, that's not in me. But I'm not scared to speak publicly. I'm just, yeah, I'm especially when y'all are spreading lies like that. You are fueling my fire. You're giving me energy, because typically I don't do this. Typically I don't tell my business on the internet, but new era,
typically
right?
you don't, but you're doing it.
New challenges in life. Because if I told you half of the stories of people in this industry that have done me wrong or have done Don wrong, people with actual power, like people whose husbands are heads of things that could keep you blocked from music so they get away with this behavior, people who are millionaires that also have friends who are judges and friends who are
everybody's always wronging you.
If I told y'all those stories, it would probably be a new series. It would probably be really entertaining because it happens so often. It's like power corrupts people, man.
Oh man, everybody did them wrong.
New Zealand, you're amazing. You and your family are beautiful as well. Thank you so much. Yeah, I don't watch her videos. I don't watch. I don't really be paying that much attention to these bloggers either because I like my For You page. I don't want to ruin it with nonsense. So sometimes people send me clips of stuff, but
yeah, she pretends that she's not watching.
I got other shit to watch.
But you know that they have a name for you. Really?
Y'all disturb my peace. I wish Papa Stoney a very quick recovery in Jesus' name. Amen. Papa Stoney is actually watching, I think. He would never want to be associated with in the first place. So, yeah. But yeah, no, it wasn't about just, being messy for the sake of being messy.
I'm just going to skip the part where she's talking about her father's health and any other thing personal about family people that are not involved. And I'll skip those parts.
My circumstances. And if I'm on top of a burning building and somebody is like, hey, I have a helicopter, hop in, I'm going to hop in the helicopter. I'm not going to be like, fuck you, especially when I don't know you. And when I now have learned that this person has a history of lying on the people that she's dealt with in her life, yeah, put me on the helicopter. Take me off this burning building. I appreciate you. Thank you. Let me give you an opportunity to present yourself and give you the benefit of the doubt that I gave that other person in the face of a bunch of
she's defending Justin now.
Thrown out about this person's character.
How long did it take for him to take his page?
For giving somebody else a chance when I gave your queen a chance, It was, I love you, Stonii. Your personality is amazing. You're so sweet and genuine. You're so good with kids. You're so loving. You're such a good friend. Thank God she found real friends. Now she turns on us, and we speak our truth, and all of a sudden it's, you were a snake. You were never real. Really? I was real when I was defending your queen. You loved it when I was defending her and giving her the benefit of the doubt and blocking people on her behalf and not listening to narratives from people that I don't know and letting her prove her character in real time, in real life. Y'all loved it then, but now you hate it now. Now I'm just pregnant by association, apparently, because I gave a nigga the benefit of the doubt. Yeah, y'all ain't getting me with that. Like I said, if you disagree with me, I feel like I'm on the right path. The type of people that say the type of shit y'all be saying
correctly
on a young woman that you don't know, the type of shit you be making up, the type of memes that you think are funny, the type of videos and pictures that you think are funny. Yeah, I do not want you to agree with me. Thank God. Thank God you hate me. Thank goodness. I must be on the right path. Because I don't like none of y'all either. And I actually have a valid reason to. That's the funny part. Someone said she will put you in her book of lies. Go ahead, queen. A lot of people love fiction. I was a fantasy reader myself back in the day. I liked Twilight when I was growing up. I thought that was a great book. I really did. Anybody can write a book. Anybody can write a little fun fact book about themselves and try to make themselves seem like the biggest victim in the world. Like come up with something new, queen. Come up with something new. You already did that to people. You already lied about people in a book before. Aren't you tired? You don't got any other avenues to abuse people? It's really write a book or nothing else. Ooh, go ahead and tip-tap your book, ma'am. You're going to have to put your phones down for a minute to do it, though. Ain't nobody scared of you and your dumbass book. See, now I'm getting mean. Y'all are mean the real me. See the crack? Well, I told you. The cracks always happen. When you try to be nice.
She's really, really showing herself who she really is. Stonii really thinks that she's all of that. It would be so sweet when Justin will show them his real color.
Yo, write me a whole chapter, bitch. Go ahead. Keep me relevant in your life. Do not care. Were you suspicious of the stunt? I wasn't. Yo, listen. Y'all don't believe me when I say I truly fell for everything. I truly was like, yo, people keep lying on her. She public enemy number one. She get people acid attacking this woman. It's trying to stab her. And I wasn't there. I don't fully know. I mean, I think it's suspicious. That's just my personal opinion. But I'm thinking, like, damn, like, life is really unfair to this lady. Like what karmic retribution are you dealing with in this life? Like, this is some wild things to all happen to one person who's so perfect and does nothing wrong and is just, struggling and just wants to be an artist. Like, just trying to be a good yo, like my mouth is dropping. Stop it. Yo.
She's such a clown. Very boring person.
Yo, the tea time is getting too real. Please.
She's so boring.
I fell for it. I really did. I'm not gonna hold you. You can call me ignorant. I fell for it. I believed everything she told me. Even when it didn't feel right, I believed everything. And I operated under those pretenses. Because I don't just assume people are lying to me when they talk to me. Maybe I should start now. Florida is 10:36. Hello in Florida. I have family in Florida. I don't like how many bugs y'all got in Florida. But I hope you're having a good evening. We talk about shit, but I do keep certain things private to myself that I don't feel comfortable talking about publicly. So yeah, that was something I had to reconcile with. And then the topic of like quote unquote fans, which is something that I'm also not used to, like from this perspective. that came up when we were at karaoke, and I had someone come up to me, a supporter that was very happy to see me singing karaoke and was like, oh my God, like, it's so nice to meet you. Your voice is so beautiful. She's a very beautiful soul. I posted it on my page, and she was side-eyeing me in the video. And I was like, okay, like this is some hater behavior, but let me try to explain it again so that I'm not giving her the benefit of the doubt. So I asked her about it. I was like, hey, you know, what was going on? Like, why did you make that face at me when that girl came up to me? And she was like, oh, well, it's because I don't like when fans come up to me. Like, it just makes me uncomfortable. That was her excuse. She was like, if you're not paying me money, I don't want to see you in person. Like, if you're not giving me money, like, why do I need to be talking to you? Why do I need to hug you? Like, you need to be giving me money, or else, like that was the sentiment. I'm obviously paraphrasing, because I don't fully remember the exact conversation. I'm obviously paraphrasing, but she did say, like, no, I wasn't side-eyeing you. Like, no, girl, that wasn't it. Like, I'm glad you're getting attention. I just hate when people come up to me without paying me first. And I'm like, okay, if that's how you see people, cool. Has that changed since then? I don't know. Was that a lie? Was she just saying that to come up with something to cover for the fact that she was being a hater in that moment? I don't know. I don't think either option is good or valid, but hey, you know, there are plenty of people who have a following and they only see them as a means to an end. And I mean, I don't feel that way. I feel like you guys are all real people. That's why I'm trying to be careful about what I say.
Oh man,
But
Stoney.
like I said, I'm not perfect and I'm new to this world. So who knows? Maybe life jaded her. Maybe her experiences with people jaded her. And, or maybe this is a survival thing. Maybe this is in her mind what she needs to do and how she needs to think to survive, is to put herself first in all situations, no matter who it hurts. Protect her image at all costs, no matter who gets in the way. Like, if that's how you think you gotta live, then you will reap the benefits of living your life that way. I don't even have to do anything. Life will do it for you. That's just how it is.
Stoney's mindset is flawed. Like it's absolutely nah. That's not how to look at life.
Yeah, I've always been interested in entertainment as a whole. Like I went to one of the best film schools in the country, like USC. Look it up, girl. Like it was and I applied as a transfer student. Where the acceptance rate for the cinematic arts school for that program for production, which is the hardest part of the film school to get into, had a less than 1% acceptance rate. And I got in my junior year. I spent junior and senior year there, and I had to take an extra semester because all of my credits didn't transfer over, because that's schools love when you pay them more money and keep you around. But yeah, I'm very serious about the arts. I've always respected them. I've always been fascinated by stories. I've always been fascinated.
It's not by going to the best school.
Art. I feel like it is one of the most beautiful human ways.
That's not what's gonna make you successful in life. Not by going to the best school.
The world without art is a very dark place for people, I think. And I love what art can do in terms of your voice, in terms of exaggeration, in terms of fun and of humor, of satire, of, like real art. I'm not talking about like generating AI images to be a hateful person. I'm talking about like, oh, this situation is happening to me. I want to make lemonade out of the lemons that I'm being given, and I want to use this as another means to express myself and to show people what I'm capable of. Like, that is
there is nothing they can actually do about it. Stonii also posted something. I think I reshared that on Facebook. I don't know if I dropped it here on YouTube in the community too. But Stonii actually shared something also talking about hinting that something is coming up or something is going to happen in April. So I don't know if Stonii is also preparing to release a music or something, or just to do something that would make them compete with KORRA in the month of April. But yeah, she did post something about herself for April, but didn't really say much about what it is going to be. So let's wait and see. If she likes, let her also release either a single or an album on that 10th. It's not going to change anything. All this, their series and nonsense, it's not going to change anything. It will not change anything. you know.
Beautiful thing. Agree or disagree all you want. Like, some of my favorite comedians are controversial because they're not afraid to say the thing that people don't want to say. They're not afraid to go there. And y'all will learn very quickly, I am one of those people. I have always been funny. I have always been like, I was literally a class clown before I like transferred to this school.
Absolutely.
But before that, like, you know, humor, art, music, theater, all of this, like, it's even her and her.
But I say it, are you surprised? If you notice in everything she says, she always references her father more than her mother. So I think she also has that sick mindset that she thinks her father being an American is better than her mother being an African. Oh, I got the hustling spirit from my dad. Oh, I got this from my dad. Oh, I got that. That's why she's as disrespectful as she is. That's the reason why STONII is as messy as she is. Because if she has gotten anything from her mom, she would know what it means. She would have been able to call KORRA out if what she's alleging did happen. She would have been able to call her out, point out all the things that she was not comfortable with. They could argue, they could have a disagreement, not speak to each other for a few days, but then they will think about it and come back together. But nah, I got this from my father, I got this from my father. No guesses.
Fictitious book. Like, if that's how you gotta express yourself, that is another art form. Like, I am not against,
Formula One.
using
You're
art
welcome.
as a means to say things that maybe you can't quite say just out of your mouth, like, or to.
She went to the best school. She didn't learn anything. That's the problem.
In a normal.
You know, when people come out and start telling you, "Do you know who I am? Do you know who I am? I'm a graduate of Cambridge University. I'm a graduate of Harvard University. I'm a graduate of Oxford University. Do you know how many degrees and PhD and HHD and HEQ and everything?" And you forget that there are people that didn't even have degrees. They are bosses of people with several degrees. The world is not about go to school, study, do what, get all these degrees. Don't come and brag with it, because the moment you start bragging with it, you will find somebody that does not have as much degrees, but they are employing people that have thousands of degrees to work for them, and those people still say good morning, sir, when they come into the office, because that person is your boss, even though you have more degrees than the person. There are lots of people we know that are successful today, that some of them dropped out from school. They just later on went to school. I'm coming. Let me see this budget.
So, yeah, I think the series is brilliant. I think it's subversive and funny, and I think it's silly, and it's making light of some of the darker things, and that's literally what humor is meant for. It's what art is meant for. And I am an artist through and through. So if y'all are mad at me now, wait till I release more music. Oh no! But yeah, I always believe this. I've always believed that that art is meant to start conversation. So
artists that only gossip.
Yeah, I mean, hey, if someone's giving you advice to be more like them because that makes them feel better about themselves, or makes them feel like you're less of a threat, you're less intimidating, if the things that people are saying about you that are not true about them are no longer true, if then hey, like that, I get it. I don't know what y'all are talking about with the bowl. I'm confused. I don't know what you mean.
Yeah, they want to make a big deal.
You are a lunatic. Yes. To people like you, I am. And that means that I'm on the right path. If I am crazy to crazy people, anyway, 1 + 1 = 11. Like, we can get mildly messy. I'll give you a little bit of mess, because I don't want to, like, you step in the tea. Like, it is tea, accountability heat. You feel me? But 1-800 make a home man. Link in bio. Focus on my music. Y'all, I think the Koreans love my music because they keep wanting me to focus on it. Like, I feel like y'all are my biggest fans, low-key. Like, I feel like y'all really fuck with me. Y'all really fuck with me musically, and so you're trying to like me. Like,
you know, the problem with Stone is that she doesn't get it. She doesn't understand why people are telling her to focus on her music. She really thinks that people that support KORRA hate her, they hate Justin because of this nonsense story. People just see you heading toward destruction. And the right thing to do is to call your attention to it. And that's exactly what people are doing. So you're doing, oh, they like my music. Oh, they learn F with me. Yeah. You will not see it until you go down bloop, because those evil Justin supporters will never tell you the truth. They low-key like my music. They low-key do this. Okay, you and KORRA's relationship did not work. Do your music. People that like it will listen to your music. But no, you want to toe on the path of destruction. Even though they are calling your attention to it.
Trying to justify the fact that you're streaming my music right now. You're trying to justify the fact that you're like, yo, this Christmas EP is fire. Like, these songs are fire. And you're like, man, I can't support you and Miss Ma'am. Like, I can't listen to your music without feeling like I'm going against Miss Ma'am. So, like, can you please just focus on your music so that, like,
you can imagine her mindset
about liking doses?
She does. A very confused person. She's very confused because they've been brainwashing her. Justin and Don has been brainwashing her.
And you keep up with this, nobody will work with you in the future. Oh my God, y'all. Let me go call all of Don's contacts and tell them that Rachel said not to work with me. Rachel almost said not to work with me because I don't like Miss Ma'am.
You really think that Don has connections? Don has connections, and up until now,
the people that are reaching out to me to make
you're still where you are.
Commercials and video games and movies that are, asking me to work with their companies and to make content with them and collaborate with their artists. Like, let me go tell them that Rachel almost said not to work with me. And I think they'll stop. I think they'll reverse the contracts. I think they just gonna give up. They're gonna be like, you know what, you was fired, but because you don't like Miss Ma'am, we cannot work with you. I mean, we don't know who Miss Ma'am is, but because you don't like her, I think we should just not work. You're so right, Rachel. Thank you so much for being so concerned about my career. I really love that you care about me this deeply. Jeanette, you are on the money, in my opinion. Facebook's lowest pig. Oh my God. Y'all, there are literally child predators on this app. I feel like if you think this is a fate worse than abusing children online, your priorities are a little icky. I can't be the biggest pig. I mean, there are people that are literally killing people online and streaming it. There are people literally abusing people.
Boring talk is making me hungry. Let me.
But hey, I understand.
Let me fix up some.
Like me must feel like a fate worse than death because your words aren't seeping in. So
I hope you're okay. Here.
I'm so sorry. Like a fate worse than death.
Okay. The fact that
are you psychic?
She's so gullible, and I don't know. I'm trying to understand Stoney. Stoney is so gullible, and I don't get it. Don has convinced you the same way Justin has, but let's focus on Don. Don convinced you that he has all these huge connections in Hollywood and everything, how he was saying that the door is closed for KORRA and everything. But this same Don has not been able to do any good thing with you. He has not been able to push you out there to give you correct collaboration. There are certain people you collaborate with, and you're just going to go viral. You're more out there, How delusional is Stoney? Really? Yo.
That's so funny. They think they are. This is crazy. I love your utmost modesty. Sometimes you gotta leave some stuff to imagination. Yeah, I think like I want to approach this cautiously too, because like I said, I don't, you know, I don't think that like me being more modest in your opinion is the best thing I could be, or is the pinnacle of me, or makes me better than other people or better than other women. I don't personally feel that way. And I do think that, like, you know, my boundaries are subject to change and shift as I grow, as I mature, as I, you know, get even more settled into my womanhood. So, but I am glad that you like how I present. I'm glad that, you know, you think I'm cute or whatever. Like, hey, papa. Suicidal ideation, girl, you still need help. I can see where you're coming from. Oh my god, guys, I think that's an ableist. Oh no. Girl, what you got against people that had childhood depression? Like, you really think that people that had childhood depression can't grow up to be great people? That's really sad and pathetic of you. Like, you should not be judging people based on that, like, something they went through as a kid. Like, if anything, that goes to show me where you are coming from. Doesn't make you any better or worse than somebody just because you dealt with mental issues in the past. I mean, pretty sure Miss Ma'am has dealt with some mental issues herself, but I digress. I think that's dangerous to spread online. But I'm not ashamed of my past. I never have been. So you can't use my past against me. That's why I literally am open about it, because I'm not ashamed. And I know that there are plenty of girls that have dealt with what I dealt with and think that they could never make it in this industry because they think that maybe they'll relapse, maybe they'll.
I hope you all can hear because I had incoming call.
Those harmful behaviors when they're faced with women like you who are miserable and try to make people feel bad about
them. You all can hear because I had incoming.
That's why I speak about it, because I want them to know, hey, if you're going through this, you can make it out. You can still achieve your dreams and have had a past like that. You can still find confidence.
Margaret, she's out of her mind.
Who you are, even though you've had a period of your life where you didn't feel that way. Yes, you can come out of it and love life and genuinely love yourself after dealing with darkness like that. So, Miss Babs Williams, I think if anyone here needs help, it's probably you in the way that you judge and think about people. I mean, that's sad as a grown-ass woman that you would think that that should be something that I should be ashamed of. No. I think life is that much more beautiful to me because I've dealt with such darkness in my life. So, relax. Oh, I see this. Okay, so it's like the same three bitches. Oh, you just love my attention. You must love when I talk to you. That's what it is. Y'all just really want my attention. So you keep commenting crazy shit. The way she looked and treated at you triggered my protective side like crazy. It wasn't until you said you can handle yourself that I was able to ignore the trigger. I went back to her. I literally, yes, I remember you DM'd me and it was really sweet and it was very respectful. You were always respectful. That's why I didn't block you, because you were respectful. And you weren't coming across as a hater. Like, you were coming across as somebody that was confused, that's been involved with this saga. I didn't even know it was a saga. So shout outs to you, and I'm very grateful for you. And I can admit when I was wrong. I can admit where I was overlooking certain red flags, certain yellow flags, where I was ignoring certain people for fear out of making this person upset, or for fear of buying into a lie, of misjudging someone, because those are some egregious things to accuse someone of. And, you know, I guess there's a paper trail that I should have looked into before I started, you know, associating with this person. But you live and you learn. So shout outs to y'all that were respectful and reached out to me with love. I mean, hey, get it how you get it. I don't, you know, a hustle is a hustle. I think using people and abusing people, I don't agree with. But in terms of just, you know, in terms of just making your money off of social media, I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
Don't have all of this connection yet you're still in his kitchen making content right to blow on the back of KORRA. Why have Don's connection and not give you at least 10,000 subscribers? This is the thing I don't get. Because only one of that big, do you know the way they stress this? Don, remember, Don, even Justin said it, that the door has closed for KORRA in Hollywood and being on TV and things like that because of his own connection. That's Justin's connection. And now The music industry is totally closed for KORRA in the United States because of burning the bridge with Don. Don, talking about gatekeeping. In all your gatekeeping, you cannot promote your artist. People still don't know her. The amount of time that they have spent in dragging KORRA, trust me, they will be able to use it to write 1 or 2 music and release it and promote it. But no.
Like, you deserve to get paid for that. That's cool. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I watched your podcast and I said to myself, why is this young lady associating with a narcissist? I was hoping you would see through this person. Thank God. Like I said, I've always been who I've been. Very consistent. I've been very consistent. She has plenty of support and is far happier than the girl who showed up with, I'm not gonna read that.
The girl who showed up with what? Read it now, let's hear.
Okay, let me scroll a little bit faster. I'm sorry if I missed some comments. I want to catch up with you. Oh, I'm so far behind. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm realizing how slow I am at reading. I also
she's so excited that people are saying mean things about KORRA. She's just super excited. Why didn't you read that? You should have read that. Now the person that showed up with what? I want to guess absolutely. You want to say that she showed up with not the USA? How did your own mother show up? Okay, now continue insulting. If you have brain, you will know that half of the same insult you will give to KORRA is you insulting your mother too, because your mother is also from the motherland. Don't worry yourself.
Let me get a charger really quick, and then I'll answer some more questions for y'all. Give me 1 second, girl. We're gonna continue this tea time. Okay, where can I find a charger? Hold on. Okay.
Very boring tea time.
This is plugged in over here.
Let me see.
Okay, y'all. I found a charger. Give me 1 second. I'm so notorious for this. I go live and then my phone is dying and then my phone dies while I'm on the live. I need to get better at this. But right now the phone is on a tripod, so I think I'm gonna have to take out my my mic though, so the sound quality is down for a second. For the rest of the lives. Like, it all feeds into it. The people you follow, people you engage with, like, their material comes up on other people that also follow friends of friends. Like, that's how it works. So she saw a video of ours, and like the producer that was in the room called Don, because he's friends with Don, was like, yo, did you know that your artist came up on this person's For You page while we were in a studio session working on her album? Ain't that crazy? Because she asked me, who are these people? Or no, she didn't ask me who are these people. It came up and she was like, have you seen these people before? And I was like, yeah, that's my homie's artist and this other artist he just started working with. So like, I'm not making this shit up. This actually happened. It's the producer. Like, we could literally call the producer and have him tell you the story. That literally happened. So y'all be acting like this shit was one-sided. It was never one-sided. It was one-sided in the sense that this person wanted to take without giving. But the whole you got mad, you ain't want to you wanted to try to tell me what to do with my page. Never in the friendship did I say you have to post me, ever, even at the start of the friendship, even though that was literally the deal she made, was like, I'm going to help this artist so that I can get free music, so that I don't have to pay for beats. That was literally, anyway. But look, this shit is so ridiculous to me, all of this shit. Like, the fact that the only thing y'all can say is clout chase or jealous, like, y'all are really... Come up with something new, please, because it keeps getting disproven, and y'all keep seeming like haters. Are you trying to do a mic situation? Okay, my phone's not charged. Oh, okay, he's trying to give me a better mic, so hopefully I can hear better. That also charges. Okay, it is charging. Okay. And then we have to connect another mic. Thank you. It's so nice to have like an audio audio person here while I'm online? Like, I feel like, you know, I got lights in front of me. Like, this is kind of bougie. Okay, is the sound better?
It's only in their delusional mind that they really think that they are very famous.
Okay, hopefully the sound gets a little bit better. Yeah, James. Yeah. I mean, I think anybody that uses that as their entryway, like uses that as like their means of trying to say I'm more worthy than you because I have X, is probably not the best person to be around. So
the fact that she just assumes all this nonsense and comes out to talk about them like she had a conversation with KORRA.
Barbara, you're so funny.
And KORRA told her that she was better than her.
Y'all are so funny. I love that y'all also be defending me in the comments. I really appreciate it because I be saying shit. I be making too much sense for them. Like, I be responding and they're like, damn, that was good. Let me call her a home wrecker because I really have no response to that. You're lying. That was too good of a response. That was too seemingly honest and that made too much sense. Let me go make a meme about you because I don't know how to deal with my feelings. But y'all are really funny. Your woman intuition kicked in right away, but you gave her the benefit of the doubt until truth revealed itself. Exactly. And I'm not going to stop being someone that's kind of giving and gives people the benefit of the doubt. I think, if anything, I will just try to be more careful, try to, like, I trust my gut more now than ever because I really thought I was, like, wrong about this person and I'm just being judgy. And no, I'm pretty divinely guided. I'm pretty protected. I'm pretty, you know, I'm pretty good at reading people. So I got to be good at trusting myself. That's the lesson. It's not that I couldn't tell from the beginning. And that's what I blame myself for in terms of letting myself get so wrapped up with this person for so long. Because none of this would have happened if I had simply, you know.
You are the one that was pushing from the beginning. She wanted to work with Don, not you.
Let's just back away. Let's just quit while we're ahead. Let's just sever this tie, whatever. Or even if I had just been like, okay, only work with Don. I won't be around when I'm there. That's seemingly what you want. Like, I could have easily, you know, leaned into that. That's what I wanted to do. But I kept saying, like, no, this is in your head, whatever. So, yeah.
Lies upon lies upon lies won't take you anywhere. Because what are you even saying? You said from the beginning the person was interested to work with Don. You were the one that was there. Don brought you in, smuggled you into this place and everything. You when you overpush yourself and drop yourself on someone, that's what happens, right? So if KORRA was looking for a producer, she didn't tell you she was looking for a songwriter. Okay, you people agree that, okay, you will write, you will support in your way. She will also support in her own way. She did the support. She gave people the suggestion. With you and Don is still milking her till date as we speak. So I don't even understand where all this hatred is coming from, because KORRA is not talking about you people, but you people are talking about her and getting engagement, getting monetized, and getting stars. Let's do an experiment. If these two will agree, let them talk about their music. Go and check the videos where Don is in church playing piano and all those things. Go and see how low people don't even care. When he does the series mocking KORRA, that's when people come to watch. The same thing with STONII. When she posts her music link, talk about her music, people don't engage as much as when she's shading KORRA. So they are still making money out of KORRA. They're using KORRA's name to make money. The same way Justin too is using KORRA's name to make money. That's why he inserted himself in this drama. Saw that this story was going to pick up, he quickly took back the page he gave them, and Justin went to his own page, so he will be making money there, and allowed STONII to go back to her own page to make money. STONII has grown from 7,000 something she had to now 8.4 thousand or 8.5. And it's because Justin's followers are very wicked. That's why they could not take them to 10,000 following on Facebook. So they are still milking, gaining engagement, money, growth on Facebook, being under KORRA's umbrella. talking bad about her and growing and cashing out.
On and you trod where no one dared to. Things are falling apart. The center can no longer hold. Hey, one love. Hey, I don't believe myself to be powerful enough to, you know, to be like some harbinger of great justice, if that makes sense. But I do believe that dominoes begin to fall when you have left a trail of people behind that have all experienced the same version of you, the same like ugly sides of your personality and of your ego and of, you know, the way that you treat people. Like, there is a laundry list of people that have been affected by this mob, that have been affected by this person. And I honestly believe that if it was just me, this would be nothing. This would go nowhere. I would still be honest. I would speak my truth because I'm not scared of no bullies no more. Like, I'm not the little girl.
She keeps talking about, oh, bullies, this, that. Who brought this conversation online? Justin. Justin started the drama, but to see how STONII and Don always talk about, oh, KORRA has all these people that supports her. KORRA has all these people that defends her. KORRA has all these people that talks for her and this and this and that. Justin thought he could come and destroy KORRA's image online and nobody will say anything. What he did not get is that there are people that will never stand for injustice. There are people that will never support evil. And such persons will always speak their truth. That's what this is. Pray that in the future you will also have people that will defend you when you're being accused falsely because of somebody's malicious intent. Pray, STONII, that you will have defenders.
But if there wasn't a laundry list of evidence that this is true about this person, that these behaviors have been prevalent and have been documented publicly for years, then yeah, I feel like the echo chamber would have drowned me out. But clearly, there are enough people that are aware enough and are not thoughtless and just followers that do not think for themselves or ever hold the people that they esteem accountable. Then yeah, this would have done nothing. But y'all are mad and y'all are coming at me because you know that there's a great amount of people that support me because they know that I've been wronged and they know that this person has a history of wronging people. That's why they're mad. Otherwise, they would have flew away by now. That's why they're still here. That's why they're still listening. Because they know how much this threatens the image, how much this threatens the facade, the fantasy. They know. I'm not playing with y'all. Okay, let me go back. Yeah, y'all are funny. I love y'all, Stoniacs. I love y'all. Y'all love drinking accountability. We're here for all the accountability in this house. I don't actually know that person. I don't know their history with her, but I'm, there have been other people that reached out to me saying that she did something similar to them. So I'm not surprised. Cynthia, no, I did not hear that. Oh my goodness. And I don't need to hear any anecdote, like every anecdote about how this woman is wrong or how she's done crazy shit. Like, I really don't. I don't care that much. I think if, I hope that people receive justice. I hope that they receive peace of mind. I hope that this mob gets the karma that they deserve and, everybody ends up the way that they're meant to end up. Those are my goals. Those are my hopes, I guess I should say. I'm just going to keep doing what I know is right and keep being myself no matter who has anything to say about it.
STONII, we say amen to that prayer. We say amen to that prayer. You know why? Because it's you and Don that will first get your shit for supporting Justin. Okay? Because you could have told your story by yourself, but you took sides with Justin, and you people have continued to hint that KORRA lied and you believe Justin. So yes, let everybody get their karma. When you will need people the most, may people like Justin appear. with their gangs to tarnish your image, gang up against you and done. Amen. Amen.
Yes, you are strong enough to hold on to your own truth. People are coming out to you now because you show strength. This has gone on for too long. Shame on Facebook. Yeah, I blame Meta for enabling a lot of this behavior, and I will say that publicly. I think that we need actual people, like real people that are responding to these threats, to these claims, instead of just having an AI.
Exactly. We trust Justin on that one. That's like the only thing. The only thing you can trust Justin on is that he will turn around and betray the people that support him. You can actually bet any amount of money on that one. It will most definitely happen. They will have issues. It definitely, that's the one thing that Justin has never pretended about. He will be, mostly when money will get involved, he will betray them. He will. But I think shame will not allow them to come out and tell the story. But you know him now, trust him. He will not come out and start screaming, scammer, scammer, you understand? Then they will know that they are blacks. Now they don't realize, they think they are white. Don't the story thinks that they are white people right now. When Justin is ready for them, they will know that they are exactly like KORRA in his eyes. They are very happy that he's hyping them.
Mob on Facebook. I think that, if there is documented circumstances of abuse or circumstances of
it is weird that STONII is blaming Facebook, Meta, for all of this. Do you think that Meta does not collect the metadata of everything and they know everything that is going on? They see Justin plotting, the evidence and everything is out there. So they understand that people that are defending KORRA are reacting to something that was done behind the scene. And evidence is being presented. That's why when they go and report, if you notice, the bloggers on Facebook will talk about how their posts, some of their posts will be taken down. And within few hours, it will be restored again because they would go and challenge it. And Meta will go through all the evidence and look at everything and see that the person didn't violate. Why should they take down these people's account if they didn't violate any of the Meta rules and regulations? No worry, now your account now go down.
Exposure on somebody's page multiple times. I think that is something that Meta is responsible for in terms of keeping this platform safe and keeping this platform up to the standards that they.
Yeah, she now sounds like just.
When you literally make a Facebook account, they say, look, these are the things that we can promise you. These are the information that we're going to take from you. Like legally, they have liability. But
of course, she has.
And I'm in no rush. I'm very busy at the moment, and I have my own team, and my team is working on it with me and for me, while I get to keep working on music and being great. So. Yeah, y'all just the dominoes will fall where they fall in due time. I am letting the universe, and I'm letting I'm letting things get handled, and I am continuing to be on my path. And what's meant to happen is what's gonna happen either way. So you don't gotta force it when certain things are just happening naturally. Brittany, have you ever met this person? I'm just curious. Like, besides being on a phone, like, have you been invited to this person's house? Have you been friends with this person? Like, I'm just so, like, this is so funny because I'm fans of a lot of people, but I would never put my name on the line and my moral judgment on the line over somebody that I've never met. Like, even people I esteem highly, I'm like when they're in controversy, I'm not like, fuck y'all, they're a great person. I don't know them. I like what they present, but I wasn't there. I guess everybody else is a bad person. I don't know, Brittany. I mean, hey, I'm glad to know you've experienced her as a mother. I'm glad to know you've experienced her as a woman. I mean, hey, if that's your opinion, keep having your opinion. I don't need to change your mind. I'm speaking about you on the wrong page, girly pop.
It's so weird that Stoney sounds the way she sounds.
You just love absorbing
So
lies.
she believes Justin, even though she doesn't know Justin, but she complains about people that believes KORRA.
Really just proving my point.
Okay.
When are you going to make it about you and your music? She's not mentioning you or acknowledging you at all. Really? Really? You must not be listening, ma'am. But that's okay. Y'all hate accountability key. Let me go ahead and get my accountability key for Miss Marianne. Everybody say hi, Marianne. Everybody say Marianne, your voice matters. Say Marianne, what you say goes. Everybody give Marianne the attention she's desperately wanting from me. Please.
Stoney thinks being messy is the way to go.
Marianne the attention she's craving, because you know she does not get these type of shout outs from Miss Ma'am. So let's give her a shout out. Shout out, Marianne. Hope you're having a good night with accountability key.
The fact that Stone and Don
using a young guy and girl in a studio working on music. It was a long time ago.
Can never ever say the truth of what went down with that music, but yet they're upset that people don't believe them.
How did you feel when you heard she had intimate relations with an elderly gentleman? So I'm gonna say that. Do y'all want the real answer or do y'all want the PR answer? Just let me know now before I answer that question. Do y'all want the real answer or the PR answer? Answer that first before I respond to that question.
Let's hear what she's going to say.
Yeah, some of these things I can't really respond to because it's just, y'all sharing your opinions. I'm reading. Oh my God, guys, Brittany still wants attention. She didn't get enough. God, everybody say, hey, Brittany. Come on in the chat. Hey, Brittany. You don't gotta send me nothing. I'll still shout your name out. Hey, girl, hey. I hope that this heals some part of your soul that desperately wants my attention and that desperately feels like this will validate you. Hyper defending someone online that you don't know. I hope this helps, Queen. Be blessed. Rich, please. Nobody cares what you have to say. Y'all are so funny.
Now they want to talk about a story that KORRA told by herself. Justin twisted the story.
That's the thing. That's what
you think you're being shady.
Money be like the ones that don't be wanting to pay people what they're worth. It's really sad. It's very consistent. I feel like, especially as someone that is an actual hustler, y'all, like actually had to work for what she has, in terms of like earning my keep out here in Los Angeles as a girlie who's not here with her family. Yeah, when you're someone that does work for a lot of these people with money, and is like an independent contractor, you learn that early on. They are literally some of the most greedy, selfish people. That's how they got to where they got. Not everybody, not all of them, but ones with personalities like that, they will yell and scream and kick at paying you $100 for a video you did, but then will spend $10,000 of a GoFundMe to go on vacation. Allegedly.
You can imagine.
So yeah.
So this is what Justin told her, that KORRA spent $10,000 to go on a vacation from GoFundMe money. The same Justin came out and was talking about how much KORRA was making. That Lola was even using it to insult him, that he'd be crying, look how much KORRA made. So somebody that made $85,000, that Justin was the one that showed us the screen, like it is computer screen of KORRA's back end on Facebook, how much KORRA made for just that month in whether 2022 or 2023. $85,000 plus for a month, not for the year. Justin Dean, that hates KORRA, was the one that said it. And Stoney still bought the story that KORRA took $10,000 out of the $75,000 that was donated to her for her court case. So KORRA's 1 month earning on Facebook is not enough for KORRA to go on a vacation by herself. That's how foolish STONII is. That is how easy it is for Justin to manipulate STONII and Dawn.
Ooh, facts. Oh my god, yo, Brittany's back! Shout out Brittany! Brittany, please, can you use a moniker as Brittany bitch before you comment so that I can like give you an extra shout out? Because I want to do that every time you comment. But like, ma'am, like just so you know, like the more that you send me comments, you might end up being like a top fan, like on Facebook. And I love to shout out my top fans. So like, if that's not your goal, like if you don't want to support me, if you don't want me to smile and be happy, and if like that would make you better, like that would make you feel better if I was miserable, then I would just log off if I were you, because you're not helping your cause. Like you're. But shout out Brittany! Hey, girly pop Brittany is in the house. Tee. Do you feel seen? Do you feel important?
Let's see.
And find myself in intimate relations with men in their 80s. That's just not for me. Remember that lady that owns an African restaurant in Inglewood? She tried to destroy her business because she asked her to pay for all the food that she ordered.
What does... Okay, let's assume that KORRA had a relation with 80 years old man. What does that have to do with STONII? Why is that even brought into her conversation? If KORRA did not mention that situation, which if you read KORRA's book, you already know what she's trying to talk about, but she's explaining it from the angle that Justin explained to her. This idiot did not bother to go read from the book to see how it was explained. People reacted to it actually, so you can actually find that full explanation on people's video. But here STONII is shading. Oh, I'm not the type to have a relations with 80 years old. Because you want to sound like Justin. It's amazing that you have no personality. You don't know who you are.
No, I've heard stories about this woman. If that did happen, that's really pathetic and disgusting. Going after people's livelihoods is really pathetic, especially when you claim that you are this woman that needs help supporting her family and needs help supporting her lifestyle, and that's why you're on social media. So then for you to go and do that to somebody else's lifestyle and means of living and means of feeding their family is disgusting behavior. So if that is true, again, it would fit in line with the things that I experienced and with the things that other people are saying. So if that is true, I hope that chef and that restaurant was able to recover. I hope that she's doing well. Yeah, that's really sad. Can you pull views without calling her name? I don't know. I haven't called her name once in this live stream, have I? I don't know. For the people in the back, like, have I said her name once in this live stream? No?
Yeah, you want to pretend that you've not said her name, but you're talking about her. Talk about yourself.
Someone asked Marianne.
Let's see.
Someone help Marianne. I think Marianne's confused. Somebody help Marianne. I think she's hearing things. I think she got voices in her head. She's hearing shit. But y'all tend to do that a lot. Y'all like to say that I said shit I ain't say, and then you got no receipts to prove it. I'm live streaming. Go ahead and record where I said her name. Go ahead. Send it to me, queen. DM me. I'll post it. If I'm wrong, I'll post it, and I'll apologize just to you specifically, if that'll make you feel better. I can't speak on the first half of that statement, Kiki, but thank you for the second half. Thank you for...
I see it. Your comments are cracking me up. 4 years later, she be on that couch.
Yeah, y'all are clocking it in the chat right now. Y'all are definitely clocking it. Their logic and blind support without accountability is no different than organized terrorist groups, gangs, and hate groups. Hey, Salila said it. Somebody sent some clocking emojis to Salila, because... Yeah, but I mean, that's how most people are able to gain cult followings. It's a psychological thing. She's not the first, she won't be the last, so... Yeah, but it's pretty sad to see. I didn't think this many people were this slow on the internet, especially like at y'all big ages. Y'all really haven't figured this shit out. At y'all big ages, you still think that the amount of likes proves something.
She's the one
Y'all
that is
still
slow, and
value
she calls
that
other people slow.
Facebook
No wonder
likes
they call her Sloney.
over. Yeah, that's really it's sad. But hey, like I said, the type of people that are
Anyone that
hating on
can
me
believe
right now,
Justin's lies is a very slow
I do not
person.
want your approval because I don't like y'all, and I don't like what y'all stand for. So if anything, when you say that you don't like me, you don't like what I'm saying. You think I'm a broken record, pop off, because that means that I am exactly what I'm supposed to be. Because I would hate to have people like y'all supporting me. I really would. Y'all have some really ugly behaviors that are really embarrassing to me, deeply embarrassing. Like if I had a following, and I found out that they were acting the way that y'all act, I would be publicly calling it out. I would be publicly denouncing it, saying this is gross behavior, and this is not how I want to be represented by the people that support me.
At all,
really
at all, at
your
all.
light died.
This one not dance.
Your light died. But yeah, maybe this will be a more intimate dark blue.
This one head, they don't carry fufu, take plaster the head, finish. Now fufu bread you get.
That's really sad. I offered her $10,000 for. Yeah, I heard about that. I think that's gross.
Somebody offered her 10,000 for her child, but she makes 80,000 in a month. 85 to be precise.
Response to that was very telling. Yeah, I don't joke about wanting to find children online. I think that's
STONII is so sick like Justin. These are what Justin just showed in his last live stream now.
To see if you're serious, I think that's a gross response. And I don't care how y'all feel about me saying that. That's how I feel. You came to my page.
It makes no sense.
I think that's very alarming behavior.
You clip a video or a live stream, play the whole thing.
What do I know?
You cannot just clip a conversation the way you want it to favor the narrative you want to push. Play the whole thing.
I'm trying to tread lightly there with that topic because it makes my stomach churn. The thought of some of the accusations. And I think
she will regret it.
Deserve the world. I bonded with them obviously over the past half
she
year.
Will regret it.
Babysitting. I was spending time with them, talking to them, cooking for them, hanging out with them for an extended period of time. And they are amazing children. That's what I'm going to say on that. And they deserve the world. So they're not my kids. I would never pretend to have them be my kids. I would never pretend to. I don't want kids. That's why I don't have them right now. I'm focused on my career. I'm not in a position. I don't know what it is to be a parent, but I do know that from the great examples of parents that I've had in my life, they would never comment about their kids in that way. When someone offering to $10,000 for their kid, they would not say that. So that's weird to me, and I will say that publicly. That is weird, and that deserves at least an eyebrow raise, in my opinion.
Okay, let's wait until you have your own kids. Then we can start talking about
I've seen some of those comments, and it's crazy how quickly she's been blocking comments where people mention STONII and Dawn, but she doesn't block comments like that. It almost goes to show you what she cares about more. And you were pissed when people were telling me I'm a good singer to where you would reach over to my phone and block comments like that, but then someone leaves a creepy message talking about your daughters and you don't block them immediately. I think that's weird behavior. I think that's weird.
Because there is nothing to say. That's the truth.
Just talking in the chat.
She cannot prove that her music was stolen.
I think I need to get off of here in a minute. If you have any last questions, I will take 3 more questions, and then I'm gonna head off the live. So if you have anything pressing you want to ask me about.
Let's see. Very slow, boring live stream. She could have actually made a post asking them to drop questions. So when you come on the live, you start answering the questions.
On how your friends who came to her house party felt. I did. Yeah, obviously they didn't have extended, conversations or extended interactions, but the response from people we've introduced her to in general had been, there's something a little off about this person. And I'm just being honest. Or like, this person made me feel weird about this, or this person made me feel uncomfortable with this, or why did she show up dressed this way to a meeting that you brought her to? Like, you know, people in the office were uncomfortable with that. Like, those were some of the things we were getting.
In that America, that nakedness is the order of the day. People were uncomfortable to see KORRA dress it the way they always dress. Go ahead and
write a book, since everybody writing books these days.
Go ahead and
man. She making up stories about people. Why don't you write a book of facts and go ahead and release that?
Good morning, Patricia. Welcome. Thank you for joining.
We believe in you, Stonii. You're talented, beautiful, and educated young lady. Thank you. You were you involved with the girls from the beginning, right after you met her? I think it took like about a month. And the reason that we started coming over was because she expressed that, you know, she was like, man, I love when they go with their dad because I get to actually be an artist and go out and do what I want to do. And I was like, damn, I understand. Like, I don't understand, but I sympathize with that.
You can imagine. Now she wants to make it look like KORRA loves shipping off her children. Tell me which mom or dad will not appreciate that free time. Like, if you have to do things, like now I'm able to stream because kids are at school. Do you get? Kids are at school. I can stream. I'm home alone now. I'm streaming. I'm talking to you guys. I'm doing my thing. Okay? It is okay for a mom or a dad to have that mom moment, dad moment. It doesn't mean that you don't love your kids. Sometimes kids go to visit aunties and uncles so they can play with their cousins and all of that. You use that moment if you're the type that likes to go out for a coffee, you like just chilling with some of your friends, so you can. It is okay. You don't have to feel guilty about it. So if she said she likes it when the kids are at their dad's place, so she can stream more, she can do other things, she can write, she can, this is a multi-talented woman. If she's not writing a book, she's writing her music, she's doing her dancing, she's trying to get gigs where she can. There is just so much. There is nothing wrong for a parent to have your own life. In fact, they're even pushing. Studies have shown that most times mothers that focus and gave everything in their marriages, where they devoted their everything, quit work, everything just to be a housewife, you don't have any source of income, nothing, just focusing to raise the kids. After the kids grow up, they're of the age where they can go to universities. And if you know one thing, a lot of kids love to go far away from home. Mostly they've been around their parents for so they want to go to universities. Even if you suggest the one if there's a university in your city, for example, they might want to go to the one in the next city just so they can be far away from home for a little bit and be themselves. They are growing up. They want to be around friends, they want to do things, they want to experience life. They don't want to be boxed up the way when they were in high school, they have to go to school and then come back home and then go to school and then come back home. Do you get? They want to change their routine, be able to do their thing. Nobody asks them, when are you coming back home? Be home latest 8 p.m., 9 p.m. Do you get? No policing anymore. And then at that point, parents, mothers are always like, yo, I don't know what I'm going to do with my life. I saw a woman, this story, it's actually a Caucasian woman. She was in the car crying. She looked horrible, like she's been so stressed out. And she talked about how she got a divorce, and like her husband just woke up one day, said that she's raised their kids are all grown and everything, they've left home. And the man woke up one day and said he wanted a divorce. And that's when she realized how empty her life, how she didn't even, she was crying, saying she doesn't even know how she's going to navigate. She doesn't have anything for herself. Okay, she just devoted everything. She quit her job to be a housewife, raise the kids, just gave her all to family, while the man had his work, he had his everything. But now she said she doesn't even know. She doesn't know where she's going to start. She doesn't know what she's going to. You could see how stressed, how frustrated, how lost this woman was. And we've seen several people with such stories. So you, STONII, without no child, you're busy judging KORRA. You've never been married. You don't know what life is, which you will get to. We see you're still very young, so don't jump into situation talking about people that you don't know, because you don't know where you will be tomorrow. Maybe you will have kids tomorrow too, and then you like, oh my God, who can take them so I can rest? Mostly when they are little. Stop doing that. Don't climb. Don't jump. Don't this. Don't. All day you're talking. All day you're cleaning. All day you will just relax when somebody takes them out. When you rest, and you don't have to feel guilty. The house will be upside down. It is normal until they grow up. So don't come here and be judging that she told you that she likes it when they're over at her dad. That's the time she will have her breathing space. Justin will not tell you, but he feels the same too. When the kids are with their mom, he can go and sleep with all those things that he likes to sleep with.
And I was like, if, you know, as your friend, if you want, like, I wouldn't mind doing content, making your videos for you from your place, like on the weeks that you have them, like if that would be helpful. You know, I have a history with babysitting. I worked in childcare while I was in high school. Actually, I would babysit for some of the rich parents. That's how I made extra money. I would babysit in their actual aftercare program. I made a whole like theater program for the kids that were there after school in the hopes of letting minority kids have a chance to actually be cast properly in roles, like getting, you know, based on their talent and not based on how much money they gave the school, because that was something that I was mad about when I was younger in school. So I did that for them. I have a history of loving kids, and, you know, and plenty of parents that would be like, we have on how great, and that's just. That's why I'm like, I feel like that's why I'm good on being a parent right now. I feel like, you know, I get to be auntie and then back off. You feel me? Like, I'd much rather do that than, you know, because right now I'm just so focused on what I'm doing, and I feel like I'm not ready for that. So, yeah, that's how we started coming over. She's like, oh my God,
are you serious? Using who?
Like, yeah. She's like,
that dog is crazy.
Like, that's a crazy thing to offer. I'm like, it's not that crazy. Like, if I care about you, I care about you. And if this makes you comfortable, if this is what would help you, I'm willing to do that for you. That's where it started.
STONII will not understand that until she's a mom. Then she will come back and tell us.
Circumstances that I was not
we
comfortable
will
with,
wait.
that I witnessed, that I was like, this is sad. Like, especially regarding Baby J. Like, there was the party, during the party, where Jay was clinging to me and stuff that was making her upset. And after we went off of live stream and the cameras weren't there, the adults were talking in the kitchen and having fun. And the little girls were running around in the living room, and Baby J kept coming in asking, can I please hang out with you, Auntie STONII? Can I please, like, I just want to talk to you. Can you please hang out? And I kept telling her, I'm so sorry, give me like 5 minutes, because at the time I'm like, Kiki, and, you know, in the kitchen, you know adults. You know when adults be having adult talk. Like, I'm finally old enough to have adult talk. I'm not the little kid being stuck to the side, you feel me? So I was like, okay, let me, like, give me a couple minutes, like, have an adult time, and then I'll come hang out with you. She comes back into the kitchen, and I think this is like her 4th time asking, and Miss Ma'am, in front of everybody, was like, leave her alone. She's going to hate you. If you keep coming in here and asking her to hang out with you, she's going to hate you. And she's never going to want to play with you again. Leave her alone. And that shit was crazy to me, especially to say to a little girl. And she ran out of the kitchen crying. There were other people there that witnessed this. There are other people there that saw that. And
why didn't you people tell her that that was rude if that happened?
And that I would never feel that way. I would never say that about her. That's not true. And I had to play with her right then and there. I literally left the conversation because I felt so bad seeing this little girl bawl her eyes out like that and hearing such a crazy thing come out of her mother's mouth about me. So yeah, after that moment, I kind of started seeing things with different eyes in that regard. And yeah, alas, it was that and you know, the times where they would not want to be live. Come make this video with me. Come send this random stranger a thank you for giving you money. Come make this video to send to Uncle so-and-so, who's not really an uncle, but is like a man online. Like, just, it was things that I was like, this is weird behavior. And again, I don't feel weird saying this publicly because here we are.
What is weird? Go and ask your mother. In Africa, everybody's uncle, everybody's auntie.
Yeah. Okay, this is the second.
You don't call people by their name.
To her haters. I don't. And I don't regret, you know, blocking certain people, like, because I did the best that I could with the information I had at the time. I did the best that I could with the intentions I had. I did the best that I could with, again, wanting to give this person a benefit of the doubt. I think people deserve that. I think, you know, listening to just rumors about somebody before you experience them, and then you don't know the backstory, you don't know the context, you just know what people are saying online. Like, I don't think that's fair to do to anybody.
Stoney's mind is so twisted.
I think, like, I want to keep that part about myself. Like, I want people to show me who they are. I don't want to, because to be wrong about that sort of thing feels terrible when you're on the other side of it. When people are saying things about you and assuming it to be true, not knowing you, and now people in real life are treating you different because they think it's true and they're not giving you a chance to be yourself. So I don't regret that. I regret letting it go on for so long, but everybody's journey is their journey, and I've learned a lot from this situation. So yeah. All right, one last question. And then I'm going to take my accountability into the other room and keep working on things. Looking for a question I can answer that hasn't really been asked.
She's almost rounded
I want to leave off on a interesting question. So when she did the video as though it was the first time you ever met the girls, that was staged. You had already been caring for them. Wow. No. So the video where I met baby A for the first time, that was the first time going over. So maybe I'm wrong about the timeline. Maybe it wasn't a month. Maybe it was longer than that. But I do know that it was several months that I had been spending time with them every other week and being over there often. So yeah, maybe that's inaccurate. And I can own up to that. Yeah, that video was the first time I met them, but I had already come in, and she made me go back outside and like restage it and film it as a video, because like she was like, we should do a video like this. I'm like, that's cute. So, but yeah, no, that was the first time. So don't spread that rumor. That's not true. So maybe it was longer for me. Maybe it had been longer. It felt like it had only been like a month, to be honest with you, until then. But I could be wrong about that. So
the fact that you're supposed to be exposing somebody for stealing your music,
yeah.
And all you're talking about is her personal life, you people's personal relationship.
I'm so sorry, y'all.
It's so weird, man. It's so weird.
Such a standout, beautiful person you are. Thank you.
Quoting Justin when you were not there, but you're able to believe
literally
the story
nobody thought
Justin
this.
sold
She thought
to
she
you.
was going to use us for money, connections, touring, free music production, and networking events. That's the truth. It's mostly on video. Yeah, it's true. It's true.
She never did anything for you both, eh? She was only trying to get her.
Alas.
The mindset of these two is evil.
I'm gonna log off now. I think this is
a very boring live stream.
But hey, you already
She's
know,
so boring, but we have to document everything, because when the issue will start, she will now come out and tell you people what Justin told her to say.
And I'm here to talk. Why are you sniffing? I have allergies. What do you have against allergies? I'm always sniffing.
By this laptop. If you think an analyzed thing is based on her own trauma,
so go
dangerous.
Off and do something fun. Go off and be your true self, because nothing disturbs people
dangerous
more
versus I have around. I can't wait for when she falls out with Don and Justin, right?
So being yourself, speaking up for yourself, never be afraid of what people think about your life, especially if you wouldn't want their life. Like, you look at these pages, trust me, you do not want the life they're living, so why take their advice? And you look at the way that they be talking to people and the way that they be engaging with people they disagree with. Yeah, I don't need y'all's approval. If anything, you're disapproval.
She's here bashing KORRA, but she's condemning other people for airing their own opinion too.
So anyway, have a good night, y'all. Just know the accountability bugs are on the way. Princess STONII about to pull up, okay?
Yeah, where?
Princess STONII about to pull up. Because we're going to keep making art, and we're going to keep doing what we do, and I'm going to live my life the way I want to live it.
Yeah, where?
So, love y'all.
Wahala. Okay, so that's where that ended. I wanted you people to hear everything. Okay, so we don't miss out on anything. And oh my goodness, some of the screenshots of what is going on, I'm dropping them as shorts. here on YouTube. So also check out the shorts videos so you can also catch up. If you're just coming in now, we've been live for 3 hours now. You have to watch from the beginning to kind of get some of the things that were said. STONII, in the normal sense of not being smart and knowing how to do this type of things. If you want to take questions, you want people to ask you questions about your relationship with KORRA, which does not make any sense. There should not be any Q&A until you're able to prove that she stole your music. So then all the questions will be related to the music, how she stole your music, how she betrayed you, and done. You ask them, you make a post, say, I'm going live at so time. Comment your questions. Ask me your questions here. Drop your questions. So when I'm live, I will be taking questions from this particular post. You make that post 1 hour or 2 hours or even a day before you go live. So once you're live, you get in and you start immediately answering the questions and stay on topic. But she will talk to the left, talk to the right, talk to the center, and then return back. And then it's just, everything is just all over the place. Everything is just all over the place. It's a hot mess. But anyway, a lot more is going on. Let's see. I might be able to come back later because Justin's own drama too is it's heating up over there. But I'm dropping them as shorts videos on shorts YouTube. When you're always on YouTube, I'm dropping them as reels on Facebook. Okay, I just pick and then do the videos and drop them on our Facebook. The same Entertainment Daily. Okay, you will just recognize it if you go over to Facebook and type in our name. You find us. And you can also catch up. But I'm also bringing them here because I know some people are YouTube people, and I'm YouTube, or I'm a YouTube person. Okay, I remember somebody said, "Go away." Somebody said on Facebook, "Go away. Who are you? We don't know who you are. You just jumped into this conversation in the middle." I was laughing at the person's comment. I didn't bother responding. And I'm like, just because some persons are Facebook content creator does not mean everybody else is just jumping in the middle. So yeah, I'm just dropping more content concerning this topic on Facebook this time around because I'm mostly here. I'm mostly on YouTube. So I'll see you all later. It's been 3 hours 20 minutes. See you all later. Okay, yeah, bye for now. God bless you. Have a lovely day. See you all on Facebook. Okay, I'll be active on Facebook posting. Let me go and answer the people that are busy. People have been I did the short video last night before. I don't remember what time I did it. The video where how Justin left the kids in the water, and I see there's a big fight there. There's a whole lot of people defending him. So I made a post of screenshot some of the comments. He referred to KORRA as a juju person, that KORRA is going to replenish her juju. I posted all of them, and where some people are hitting on him and things like that. Like I said it before, a lot of the people following Justin are just following him because they want something with him. So hence he can never do wrong in their eyes. So it's not as if they are real people, okay, that understands and can say the truth no matter what. They don't want to mess up the opportunity to lay with him. So yeah. Anyway, see you all later. Bye for now.